Am I buffering? We'll see, y'all. This is round 3 here. Round 3, attempting to go live here. I've give up on fishing from the bank tonight. Ain't gonna happen for us. But I'm out here in the kayak. Let some people get on here. It says I got 101 there in the chat box right now. Hopefully I'm actually live. There's Brokeback Bob says, here we go again. Am I actually live, Bob? There's Chris Hooks and Hammocks says, I'm looking good. There's Chunky. Fishing with Squirrel, Nikki. Y'all give me some feedback. Before I drop baits, I want to make sure I ain't buffering. It's been a challenge out here so far to find cell phone service. Everybody's saying I'm good. Nick Werman's, I'm good. Mike Hatch. Cody Yak Fishing. Everybody's saying I look and sound good. Okay. So, Faith Wright, no buffering, good. Hey, I got some Catfish Club members here, y'all. Curtis Large, thank you. Brian Posey, thank you. So, I got 168. There's Callie, $5. Says, I got you. Thank you, Callie. K&K Fishing Adventures. So, anyway, guys, looks like we got about 173 in here. Right now, I'll kind of give you the update on what's going on. So the plan coming out here tonight was to do some bank fishing. I was going to set up in this creek that I'm in off the bank. Unfortunately, the cell phone service out here sucks. I gave it 2 test runs there earlier, buffered. Out here at the mouth of the creek where I'm at now in the kayak, I've got, it says 4 bars of cell phone service. I'll go a few hundred yards back in this creek. I've got 1 to 2 bars. And here's a YouTube pro tip for those of you out there getting in the YouTube game. If you ain't got at least 2 bars, you got nothing on the live stream. You're gonna buffer the whole time. So unfortunately, we're not gonna do any bank fishing tonight. So I've come out here to the mouth of this creek. I'm in the kayak. I'm gonna drop some baits down, I guess. Now I'm gonna be fishing deep. I'm out here in the mouth of this thing, 45 feet deep. Where I was going to fish here toward the back of it, this creek's wide out here. It's very wide. As you make your way back in this creek, it kind of chokes down. And about 15, 18 feet deep, as them fish work in and out of there, they have to swim through your baits because the creek channel, the original creek channel, is very narrow. Out here, I don't know what to expect. We're gonna try, all we can do is drop some baits down and try. So that's what we're about to do. Let me get baited up here now that I know I ain't buffering. Let me knock out these super, hey, there's my man, John Duck. Thank you, John. John joined the Catfish Club earlier today too, and now he just hit me up with $9.99. Thank you, buddy. There's Curtis Large, $4.99. Thank you, Curtis. He says, thanks for helping me find out how to join the club. Good luck tonight. Wish me and my boy luck tonight. Hey, good luck to you, Curtis. Thank you. And thank you for joining the Catfish Club, man. Glad that worked out. So, all right, let me flip the camera around here. We're going to get some baits cut up, drop them down. We'll see what happens. I don't know what to expect. Here's another thing that's went wrong out here tonight, guys. So you're probably going to hear that rustling sound as I put this camera in my life jacket. Somehow, between my car and where I'm at now, I have lost my microphone transmitter. I don't know if I lost it when I got out on the creek bank back there, or I don't know if it's in my car, but it is not currently in my possession. So we are going to be using the phone microphone tonight. So when the camera's facing the other direction, it's going to make my voice a little muffled and whatnot. We're going to get through this, man. We're just going to get through it. We're going to drop some baits down. We're going to try to have some fun tonight and catch some fish. AT&T may not want me to fish where I want to fish on this live stream, but by gosh, we're going to make it happen. These are bank fishing rod holders here for the kayak. I got nowhere to put them in here. I can't fit them in my hatch and close my hatch and be able to use this mount. So we're getting it done out here, y'all. We're making it work. We're going to cut up these skipjack. I'm going to do 2 heads, 2 midsections. I just got these skips this morning. They're fresh. I should have went live while I was out there catching skipjack. I caught the heck out of them. Got a whole cooler full. I had good cell phone service there. So, yeah, it is what it is. we'll either catch fish here or we won't. But we're gonna try regardless. Bear with me, y'all. I know that chat box is probably scrolling right now. I'll get to it here in a second. I'm gonna get these baits on. We're gonna have the biggest head on this one, front left. That thing there, man, I was really looking forward to casting that out back here in this creek where it bottles down. I was planning on fishing, you know, just a few hours here from dark till maybe 11 or so. But I thought we'd get some fish because the back of this creek, there's all kinds of bait right now. There's shad everywhere, there's skipjack everywhere. And I thought surely we might get us some fish working back in. And we may get them. They got to come into this creek. It's just like I mentioned before, for those of you tuning in out here, the mouth of this creek kind of wide. They may be able to go around my baits and not even know they're here. But where I was wanting to set up in this creek, they were going to have to swim through them. So we're going to see what we can do then. There goes the next bait down. That's another skipjack head. I'm out here, y'all. We just had a lot of people waiting on this live stream tonight. A lot of people's been wanting me to do some bank fishing. A lot of people's been wanting me to do a nighttime video. I got a few people that like the nighttime videos, but overall my night videos don't perform as well. But on the live stream, it don't really matter because we can just hang out and have a good time. I don't have to worry necessarily about getting the maximum number of views. And so I was really looking forward to it tonight. This one particular bank spot back here is one that I can access with our water levels up. Well, they're going to be dropping our water levels down in the next month or so. Now I'm out here where I'm at tonight. That won't change, but I'll have more bank fishing access here in another month or so. But out here tonight, I just knew I was going to be able to utilize that spot and be able to set up on the bank and make a few people in my audience really happy. It just didn't pan out. All right, guys, bear with me. We're going to get one more bait on and we're going to be ready to go. My baits are sinking a little slower going down through there because I had switched out my sinkers for bank fishing. Another experiment we're running tonight is I got me a new light here. New overhead light, and I had rigged me up a mount for the bank. Be able to position that light wherever I wanted ideally, and hopefully, you know, be able to shine the light on me and the rods and not have a lot of shadows and stuff. And so I was really looking forward to, you know, testing it out. I think it's given us adequate enough light, you know, here in the kayak, but the real test was going to be on the bank. So we'll use it at some point in the next month or so. Like I said, they'll drop our water level here in November, and that'll create a lot more shoreline for me to access. And right now, everything along the shoreline is just either it's somebody's yard or it's overgrown. There's overhanging trees everywhere. All right, let me dry my hands and we're gonna be in business. If I got anybody still, Lord Almighty, I got 458 people in here. Let's see, let me scroll back up there. There's a big super chat from somebody. There's multiple super chats. Lordy days, y'all loading me up. There's Curtis. Oh man, Chris Page says my video's freezing up. If we start buffering, y'all, we're just gonna have to say heck with it. Well, I missed a bunch of them here. Here's Yak Nasty, $5. Thank you, buddy. He says, man, that looks peaceful. Catch a whopper, man. Nice to see a nighttime video. Well, thank you, Yak Nasty, man. Thanks for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it, buddy. There's my girl, Sandra Hillary. Says, improvise, adapt, and overcome with $50. Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that. That's what we're trying to do out here tonight. We're just going to make it work, doggone it. We're going to make it work. If we get skunked, so be it. We're going to try to have us a good time tonight. Oh, where's that other one at? Paul Ledford, $4.99. Thank you, Paul. Says full moon monster coming up. Good luck, Justin. Yeah, thank you, Paul, and thank you for that super chat. That was another thing about tonight is the full moon, or actually tomorrow night. I never do good on a full moon, but time of year is right. This creek is stacked with bait back there, and I thought, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I've caught some really good fish in this creek this time of year. Everybody's saying video is fine now. It may just be in and out, y'all. As long as we're good, we're gonna give it a shot here. There's Pull My Gig says Chunky can help you with your lighting. Yeah, Chunky's lighting's perfect. That's what I'm trying to imitate there. Sam Baxter says, do you truly like the Catfish sumo rods? Yeah, man, I wouldn't be using them if I didn't. I worked that deal with him, but it was after I'd already tried them out and made sure I liked them, so yeah. Oh, Philip Holland, $5. Thank you, Philip. He says, been waiting all day for this. I had a good day of fishing yesterday. Your turn. Tight lines, buddy. Well, thank you, Philip. I hope we have a good time tonight. I'm glad you got on some, man. Thank you for that super chat. Eddie Fife says, what's the water temp? 69 degrees where I'm at right now. Tony Jensen says, good looking hat. Thanks, man. It's the new Kayak Catfish hat. Hey, there's Michael Barrett. Man, Michael, what are you doing? It's your birthday and you're giving me money. It's supposed to be the other way around, I think. Y'all, it's Michael's 28th birthday today. Y'all wish him happy birthday. He said, so glad you got the video working. I've been waiting all day for this. Well, thank you, Michael, man. I appreciate you spending your birthday with me. That's pretty cool, man. You enjoy birthday number 28, because let me tell you, after about age 35, it starts to go downhill quick. I'm sure most of my audience here will tell you the same thing. Ed Fisher says, I really like the hat. Will new hoodies be coming? No. I mean, I got the same hoodies. Wearing one tonight, actually. You can't see it through the life jacket. Hey, there's Faith Wright, $9.99. Thank you, Faith. It says, video is clear and can't wait to hear about your fly class. Yeah, we'll go over that here shortly. What a disaster that was. Thank you for that, Faith. I appreciate that. There's John Duck, another $9.99. He says, I want that hat you're wearing. John, I just got this thing broke in, man. Can't be giving this one up. Hey, there's Eric Romines. What's up, Eric? Cody Yak Fishing, $10. Thank you, Cody. He says, don't know how much a mic is, but here's $10, a $10 spot for one. Good luck and catch a whopper. I drove from Nashville to Columbus for work today and was afraid I'd be late for the video. Be safe. Well, thank you, Cody. I was glad you made it up there safely. Yeah, I'm frustrated about that microphone, man. I don't know where it went. The microphone's two pieces. There's the piece I wear, and then there's a piece that, the transmitter that goes into the phone. I don't know where it's at. It's gone. It was on my mount, so it's either, I hope it's in the car. I hope it just got knocked off when I was getting out of the car, but it could very well be back there on the creek bank. So I'm not going to go fumbling around for it tonight. If it's not in my car when I get back, I'll come out here tomorrow. Ain't nobody going to be on that creek bank. That spot you can't access except from the water. So it is what it is. It sucks though, man. It's always something. Always something with technology. Let me scroll on down here. Jeremy Bracy, $19.99. Thank you, Jeremy. Says, good luck. Hook a big one. We're going to try, buddy. I don't know what's going to happen out here. We're going to try. We may get skunked tonight. That's cool. Chad Wright says, it's my boy's 5th birthday today, and we're excited to watch this. Well, Chad, happy birthday to your son there. I wish I knew his name. I'd give him a shout out right now. But happy birthday, buddy. There's Chat Cats in the house. It's full moon fishing. Gotta love it. Love the new hat. Well, thank you. Thank you there, Joe. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Brian Talley says, what brand baitcaster reels do you use? I like these Daiwa Seagates. That's what I'm running right now. I've been I've had them for, I don't know, almost 2 years now, I guess. Maybe a year and a half or so. They've been pretty good to me. Got people telling Michael, happy birthday. Cody Yakfishing says he's 32 and going downhill. It's about 35 for me when I started packing on a few pounds and started noticing my energy level dropping a little bit. So, yeah, enjoy these last few years of good health, my man. Hey, there's Sunfish Assassin in the house, $5. Thank you, buddy. He says, I don't really care about the Georgia Bulldogs, but figured I could appreciate the smack talking. Yeah, man, it's unfortunately that my logo colors are Georgia colors. But didn't think that through when I was doing the logo back in the day. There's Jesse Tenorio. I'm probably saying it wrong, Jesse. He's a Catfish Club member. He says, hi, Justin. Sorry I can't give you nothing for a super chat, but I had to go to the hill country this past weekend and bury my cousin. It took up all my spare time. Man, I'm sorry to hear that. And don't worry about not being able to give me money, man. It's cool. Don't ever worry about that. But I'm very sorry for your loss. I hate that you had to go through that, buddy. That's a terrible thing. A&D Bait and Tackle said my rod should be here tomorrow. Yeah, y'all, A&D Bait and Tackle there has been nice enough to make me an ultralight rod. I tried to talk him out of it because I said I like my current ultralight rod. I'm not really looking to switch. Well, he wanted to send it to me, so I was like, okay, man, I'll check it out, probably hang it on the wall or something, but looking forward to getting it and taking a look at it. It's a custom-built rod there. Roman, so he's getting some Culvers. I don't even know what Culvers is. Must be a restaurant or something. Art Vance took his 14-year-old grandson fishing this morning, but I hope you had a good day. Sterling Max's first live stream he's watching for me, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let me scroll on down here. G Park says, don't see hats on your website. It's on the Catfish Sumo website. He's taking care of all the payments and shipping and all that for me. He's a good dude. James Cardwell said, technology is great until you need it to work. Something always goes wrong. That's a damn truth, man. Why it is 2021, I can't get a lick of cell phone service in the back of this creek just ticks me off. I mean, I'm a few hundred yards from where I want to fish, and I've got cell phone service enough to do this, but yet I'm buffering back there. It blows my mind. AT&T, man, gotta love them. I saw Callie pop up there. Where'd it go? There it is. K&K Fishing Adventures. Callie, $50. Thank you so much, Callie. It says 32 degrees here. Spent 4 hours catching pike. Caught a few and lost 4 lures in the rocks and shallow water. Got off the water just to watch you. Well, Callie, I'm glad you got off the water to watch me. I've probably saved your life up there at 32 degrees. You don't need to be out there when it's that cold, doggone it. You need to be moving south for winter. I ain't doing no 32 degrees, y'all. I've done it, but I don't enjoy doing it. Daryl Averett said, hey, Justin, did you make your light on your kayak? This one I did not. I bought. My other one I was using before, I did make. It was a DIY, just a floodlight I got on eBay real cheap. This one I bought. I saw a couple other YouTubers using it there. Clint and Dan were using it, so I thought I'll try it out. It's an Amazon deal. I don't know if I like it or not. The lighting on it's good. We'll see about the battery draw. I don't like the mount that it's on. I'll tell you that. It's too long from where I want to store it at, but we're running it tonight. We're going with it. Where'd that other one go? There was another one popped up there. Cody Lang, $4.99. Thank you, Cody. Said, would you be able to do a video on reading and understanding lake maps? Maybe give ideas on best areas to drop bait. Would love some pointers. Well, thank you for the super chat there, Cody. Honestly, I don't think I could do the video service. I don't think I would do it very well. I recommend people check out the Buck Perry structure fishing books. Those are the best resource that I know of, and that's where I learned dang near everything I know about reading lake maps and stuff. So those books are better than any video that I'm going to be able to do. Pretty much what I'll do in my videos is what I've been trying to do anyway, is when I set up on a place, I try to, at some point in the video, show my graph and show you where I'm set up, talk about why I'm there, this, that, and the other. Where I'm at out here tonight is kind of just a shot in the dark. I'll show you here where I'm at. So I'm in a creek, and you can see I'm in the middle of this channel, and this channel is too damn wide for me to be positioned where I'm at. I don't like it here. Now, as you go on further back in here, it chokes down, and that's where I was wanting to be, because fish out through here, fish are coming along the shore here or along this break line. They're nowhere near my baits. They won't even know I'm here. Same thing up here. So I'm just hoping to get lucky right here. But on further and back this creek where it chokes down, it don't matter where fish swim through, they would have to go through my baits. Unfortunately, AT&T does not want me fishing back there and going live. So heck with AT&T. If y'all know anybody, any vice presidents, any directors of communications, send them an email and let them know that I hate them. So anyway, so there's a little talk about the mapping and stuff. Thank you for that super chat there, buddy. I appreciate that, Cody. Here's Michaelith 55. Maybe that's Michael TH 55. I don't know how you say it, Michael, but thank you for the 1999, man. He says, heading down to Norris Lake Thursday, going to try and get on the crappie, maybe some striper and flatheads. Well, good luck, man. I hope you do. I hope you have a great trip down there. I think Thursday, check the weather, man. I think Thursday it's supposed to be some rain and storms in the area, so be sure to look at that. I hope it don't mess up your trip. Fins and Fines in the house. Cody says Culver's has good burgers. Must be a burger joint. Romines is at. Jerry Ward says, how cold is it? It's, I think it's in the 50s now, Jerry. I think it's going to be in the 40s tonight, so it's not too bad right now. Hey, there's Riley in the house. Riley Taylor. Man, Riley hits me up with $50 every time, y'all. Thank you so much, Riley. Says, let's get this party started. Slow night at work now. I've got something to do. Plan on going fishing this weekend. Found a submerged bridge at the lake that I fish. Any advice? Thank you so much, Riley. I really appreciate that. You know, that submerged bridge, when I fish submerged bridges in the kayak, I like to just get right on top of them, drop baits down to it, and suspend them right above it. That's how I like to do it. Now, you can anchor down in front of it and cast your baits down to it. That's a very effective way to fish a structure like that also, but hard to beat suspend fishing. When you know where the fish are going to be at, to be able to drop a bait right in their face, it's hard to beat that, and it's a lot of fun too. So thank you so much, Riley, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't get yourself fired there at the job for me, though. Too Fast says, what are your plans for videos during the winter? I'm probably not going to put out too many there, Too Fast. I appreciate the comment. The problem with YouTube, I'll be fishing all winter long, but YouTube's very seasonal. It's a seasonal thing for fishing channels. Spring and summer is where your views come from, and it's just not, I mean, right now, my video I put out yesterday bombed. I mean, absolutely bombed. My videos the last couple weeks just haven't performed. After Labor Day, fishing channels just decline, and so I'm not going to force it this year. I'm not going to put out as much content in the fall and winter. I'm going to just take some time, do some fishing for me more, and maybe do, you know, a couple live streams a week, maybe an occasional regularly edited video here and there. But the last few years, I've just kept grinding to get out the content. Just haven't got the results from it. So I'm gonna kind of just chill and relax a little bit until spring, and then about mid-March, we'll start grinding, just cranking it out again. Boy, this comment, I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss a bunch of comments tonight, y'all. This box is scrolling here. There's Jason Smith, $4.99. Thank you, Jason. It says, turned 42 in October. I've lost 52 pounds in 3 months. Hey, Jason, hang on now. We got a little action here on this head, Jason. Let me get this camera back in the chest here. I think we about to, it's either a dink messing with it or something's ate that bait and come up. My rod tip's standing too tall. Let me try this a second. I don't know if that'll help the glare or not. I hate to crank down on it and pull it out of his mouth if he ain't got it. I think he does have it though. No, he don't either. It's probably just the small one messing with it. Yeah, I'm glad I checked that. He's messed up the, he sat there and hit it 4 or 5 times, messed up the hook on it. Let's drop it back down. Well, at least we had one dink tap though, if nothing else. I'm on Melton Hill tonight, y'all. Melton Hill is not a known body of water for its catfish. It's there's some in here. There's some big ones in here. I've caught some really good blues and flatheads in here, but it's not a known lake for catfishing. But this time of year in this creek, I have done really good, so wanted to try it. Oh boy, that's too bright now. Hang on, y'all. This light here, I got a light here on top of my phone. I thought it might help the action shots, but too bright when I turn the camera this way. So let me get back up here to Jason's comment. He had sent me a super chat. There it is. It says, turned 42 in October and I've lost 52 pounds in 3 months. Just ran my first 5K, needed a life change. Have you ever been there? Well, thank you for that super chat and congrats, man. 52 pounds in 3 months. That is an accomplishment, buddy. I'm happy for you, man. That's going to go along. Coming from the healthcare background, I can tell you the better shape you can keep yourself in, the better you're going to be long term. So congratulations on that, man. That's awesome. And thank you for that super chat. Boy, I took my finger off the thing and there went the chat box. Brady6141 says he's been watching for a year today. Well, thank you, man. Happy anniversary, I guess. Justin Moeller in the house. Patrick Howard says, where's Becca? I don't know, man. She just posted a video to her channel the other day, so I assume she's okay. She's probably got something going on tonight. She's very active here in the YouTube community. Hopefully she'll show up. I always like interacting with her. Oh, hold on, y'all. This rod right here, you got hitched. You can't see it. Let me turn the light back on. Yeah, that one's hooked up, I think, right there. That one's hooked up, y'all. Yeah, we hooked up. We got fish number 1 here. I see him right there on the graph, too. Look at that, y'all. You can see him right there. Doggone, I feel like I'm in something down there. I don't know. Y'all, this is either a good fish or he's got me wrapped up in something. It don't feel right. I feel like I'm around a branch or something. I don't know. Maybe he's just rolling around all. I'm pulling him up, so I don't know. It just felt weird. Don't feel like a bad fish though. Hope it ain't a channel cat. This place got a lot. Oh, that's a big blue, man. Look at that, buddy. That's a big blue. It wasn't a branch. It was just a big fish. Holy cow, that's a nice fish. That's what I was hoping to find out here tonight, y'all. Like I said, I'm on Melton Hill tonight. Not known for its catfish, but there are some good ones in here. And I have done good on them, done really well in the fall. And so we got one tonight. I'm out here in this creek, not where I wanted to set up tonight because of poor cell phone service. But I just lucked into one here. I knew when I had to come out here to the mouth of this because it's so wide, I wasn't going to be able to set up how I wanted. It was going to be a shot in the dark. But by gosh, we had some good fortune. We were due. Between the lack of cell phone service and losing my microphone transmitter, we were due for some good luck tonight, and it just happened. I'm going to dedicate this fish right here, y'all, to Michael because it's his 28th birthday. And he's spending it watching me, so happy birthday, buddy. This first one here is for you. I hope we get some more like this tonight. We'll stay live till the break of dawn if we keep catching them like this. Holy cow, that's a nice fish. Holy cow. Wow. All right. I think he's about done. Let me get my glove over here. This one here tear me up, buddy. This old crusty glove. I think what I'm gonna do is put this camera, let me turn that light off. Am I still even live? Hopefully I'm live, but we're gonna put y'all up here. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna land this fish. Hopefully when I lean over to get him, I don't throw that phone. That'd be something if I threw that whole phone out of that mount. If that happens, y'all, it's game over. I ain't going swimming for it. I got that Apple Care or whatever to replace it if I lose it. I said the way I fish on, let's bring this thing. I said the way I fish on the water, I'm bound to lose one overboard at some point. That's a nice fish, man. Holy cow, this is a nice fish. I don't have my board with me tonight because again, I'd planned on fishing off the bank and I knew it was gonna be uneven terrain. Y'all, this is a dang good fish right here. Holy cow. Oh man, look at that. Let me back up a little bit here to get him in frame. That's a nice one, man. Full moon. I never do any good on the full moon, but by gosh, I got a good one out here tonight. Heck yeah, man. Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Yeah, Michael, happy birthday, buddy. This one here's for you, man. Woo! We got 700 and something people watching me right now live. Melton Hill Lake, Big Blue. Let's let him go. Drop that head back down, try to get us some more tonight. Heck yeah, man. Let him go on this side. We'll see you, buddy. Thanks for the good time. Whew. Man. Y'all don't know how happy I am about that fish. You truly don't. I was trying to hide it, but I was so frustrated. And I couldn't fish where I wanted to fish back in this creek. I just didn't. When I had to come all the way out here, like I said, it's wide out here. I can't put my baits where I want them. I wasn't real optimistic. And I don't want to get skunked on the live stream. That's just, nobody wants to watch you for 4 hours just sit out here and not catch any fish. And so, that's awesome. That's a big relief. That's a big weight off my shoulder right there. All right, man. Oh, we gotta get this bait back down. Heck, I'm about to get back to the chat box. I'm all discombobulated here. I'm pumped up, excited. Holy cow, that's a nice fish. Wish I'd had my board with me now. I'd have put it on there for you. I guarantee you it's over 40 inches. But I just didn't want to fool with that board. I knew I wasn't going to be able to, my kayak was going to be setting at an angle on that shoreline. I knew I wasn't going to be able to measure anything for you, and so I just left it in the car. One less thing I was going to have to carry and pack up, you know. But it's all right, man. Man, that was fun. Holy cow. All right, let me get back to the chat box. I've missed a bunch here. Boy, 33 minutes in, we've already got a whopper of a blue, 765 people watching. That's incredible. Thank you all so much. They say Tuesday nights from 6 to 8 is when the most people are online on YouTube. I don't know if it's true or not. That's what they tell me. So, man, y'all, I'm sorry. I've missed a bunch of comments. I'm going to get to as many as I can tonight, but these people that are giving me money, obviously I'm going to show some priority to them. I don't want to miss any of them. So there was Jason's. Now let me scroll on down and get them other ones. Man, that's awesome. Man, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling through so many comments, y'all. There's Callie, $5. Thank you, Callie. This is 25-mile-an-hour winds, too. There is a mass migration of Midwesterners every winter. They fly south for the winter. We call them snowbirds, mostly elderly. I don't blame them one bit, Callie. I ain't sitting up there in that cold weather. Hell, I probably couldn't handle your summers up there. Hey, there's Michael Barron, $10. So that's a big blue, buddy. Love it. Catch us a big flathead. I'm going to try, Michael. I've caught some good flatheads in this creek, too, this time of year. So, thank you, buddy. Thank you for that super chat there. Man, there's a bunch of people. There's Philip H. in the house. Says it's bedtime for him. Well, good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. There's Nikki Hayes. Epic Catfish says full moon is usually the flathead kiss of death unless you're fishing 25 feet or deeper. Yeah, man, I hate fishing the full moon. I never do any good. But I was wanting to chance it tonight just because there's so much bait in this creek and everything. But we're off to a good start. Unreal Phantom, $5. Thank you, buddy. Says, nice kitty, brother. Can't wait to see what else comes out tonight. Me too, man. Me too. There's Sandra. Says, improvise, adapt, and overcome. Buddy, we've done it. Holly Tridell in the house. Andy P says, my first live stream and he catches a fish like that as the first fish. I'll make sure I don't miss these in the future. Well, thank you, Andy. Chunky Cat's in the house. There's Kelly Smith, $4.99. Thank you, Kelly. Says, I wish I could catch fish like that when I go fishing. I'm lucky if I catch a 2-pounder. Well, keep after them, buddy. It's a matter of time before you hook into that monster. Hey, there's Nashville Fire Department in the house. Heck yeah. That's awesome. Shout out to the fire department, first responders. Man, y'all, hard times out there right now. All the healthcare workers, police. I appreciate the heck out of you. Douglas Medlin says, what are you going to do when you hit 1,000 on a live stream? I don't know, man. Ain't never happened, so we'll see, I guess. Donna Chaffins, $5. Thank you, Donna. This is my favorite cat fisherman. Thank you so much, Donna. Donna's a regular viewer. All right, I think I finally got through all the super chats. Thank you all so much, man. I appreciate it. Hell, I'm at $304, 36 minutes into this thing. So thank you all. Appreciate you. We're 749 people. Let me scroll back up here and knock out some of these comments that I've scrolled through and missed. Sandra says, thumbs down is just a jealous. I had that thumbs down before this thing even went live today, Sandra. I checked the chat box earlier today, make sure I had everything set up with the subscriber only mode, and somebody had already thumbs down me. I thought, heck far, man. That's just a true hater right there. Hey, there's Chris, Hooks and Hammocks. Says, good luck, Justin. Up at 3:30 for work, time for sleep. I'll watch tomorrow. Well, hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for that super chat. Nikki Hayes says that thumbs down is just that Psycho Steve or whatever his name is. Yeah. He's probably created 5 more accounts for me to block by now. Z Deckard says he spreads my channel like it's the gospel. Well, thank you, buddy. Tim Workman says smash that like button. Yeah, thanks for telling people to do that, buddy. Danny Watson says such a pleasure to watch. He's in North Carolina trying to find some good catfishing spots. I hope you find some, buddy. Sam Baxter says, if I ever fished Lake Texoma, I have not. Hopefully someday. Brian Posey down there in the house. Catfish Club member. Jimbo Rowan says, am I going to auction off the crusty glove at the end of the year? You know me, man. If I could make $1, I'd do it. Sandra says that was a nice blue. Well, thank you, Sandra. It's nice to get one. It takes some of the pressure off out here. You know, my last live stream, I was on Fort Loudon, and I went to a spot that I kind of felt was a big fish or bust spot. And it was overall a bust. I caught 3 fish, but none of them were worth bragging about. And coming out here tonight, I knew with the full moon and just the body of water being on Melton Hill, it was kind of a big fish or bust spot too, in a sense. I have fished this spot a lot in the fall, and it's kind of 50-50. I'm either going to get blues, flatheads, I've got some stripers back here, or I'm going to get nothing or just get channel catted to death. And so to come out here and not be able to fish where I wanted in this creek was frustrating. Losing my microphone thing was frustrating, and to get that fish is just such a relief, such a weight off my shoulders. It just makes the night a lot better. So glad we could put a big one in the kayak for you. Michael Cooksey says, Justin, I miss going fishing with my dad. Thanks for the memories. Well, yeah, man, I'm sorry. I wish you could go fishing with him again, man. Ain't nothing good I can say to make it better, unfortunately. Tommy Bound says, thank you for the live stream. Well, thank you for showing up, buddy. Iron Chase says, love the new hats. Thank you. Larry Friesenhahn says, how are the cheap rods doing? I'm assuming you're talking about them Academy rods. I used them last year just to kind of stick it to some pro staffers I didn't like, but I stopped using them. I mean, they serve the purpose, but, you know, ideally not the kind of rods that I want to be using on the regular. Danny Watson's talking about the hats. Thank you, buddy. Charlene McLean in the house. There's Steve Fisher says, going on Nickajack where I live in the morning, fresh skipjack in the cooler. Good luck, buddy. There's some big ones down there. Hope you get on them. Hey, there's Jeff Spalding, $4.99. Says, more fish to come. Good luck. Well, thank you, Jeff. Very nice of you, man. Cool Breeze and KC says he's on the bank now. Taylor B says, been watching for a while now. Where are some good spots on the French Broad? You know, there's probably some fish that move up in there, but you're probably going to get more channel cats that far upriver. I'd head on down farther on Fort Loudon there to get on some better cats. G Park says, can you repeat the website with your hats? It's catfishsumo.com. There's a community post there on my YouTube page. If you click the community tab, it's got a link to the hats. Thank you for your interest. Metalhead said, are you using the Catfish Sumo octopus circle hooks? I'm not. I'm still using the Mustad Demon Circles. I like the Mustads, and so I've just kind of stuck with them. Catfish Sumo makes some good hooks, though. I haven't heard anybody complain about them. There's Unreal Phantom, $5. Thank you, buddy. Says, I'm an over-the-road truck driver. My favorite thing to do is listen to you fishing while I drive. Thanks for keeping it interesting. Well, Unreal Phantom, thank you so much for making me part of your drive. I appreciate that. I hear that a lot. You know, people will turn these live streams on when they're traveling. A lot of truckers that are, you know, on the road for long periods of time, or people that are going on trips or have long commutes, they'll put these live streams on and play them back almost like a podcast. So I appreciate y'all making me part of your day. We've got Bow Fishing Predator BGB, $5. Thank you. It says, can't stay long, but I will watch in the morning. Good looking blue there. Congrats. We're in the middle of taking crops off here in northern Indiana. Well, hey, man, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat. And don't work too hard out there, man. That's a hard life doing that farming stuff. So, BGB, we got another fish here messing with this bait. It's out in front of that light there. You can't see it. He hit it a couple times. Yeah, I think that was just a dink hitting it right there. I got 3 rods that we can see in the light and 1 that we can't. And of course, that rod's the one that's going to get hit. Hey, Z Deckard said, just ordered a hat. Thanks, buddy. I hope you like it. I hope it brings you some luck. Randy C says, I don't have a job, but I'll help support your channel when I get my allowance on Friday. I like your show. Well, man, don't spend your allowance money on me, buddy. Go buy you some hooks or some fishing gear or something, man. I hate for you to blow your allowance on me. Go buy yourself something nice. There's Jeff Kiefer, $4.99. No comment. Thank you for that, Jeff. Let me scroll on down a little bit, see if Jeff commented after the super chat there. There it is. It says, can you eat skipjack? They're an oily fish. I don't know anybody that eats them. However, when I go bank fishing below the dams, I see people taking them home that won't be using them for catfish bait. So undoubtedly people have tried them, but I don't think it's a fish you want to eat. Sandra says, how about those bucks? Yeah, Sandra, I'll tell you, old Tom Brady got it done for me. He advanced me in my Survivor League. I'm in a Survivor League. Basically, I've mentioned this in other live streams, and for people that's new, I'm in a football Survivor League. So we pick a team to win every week. If your team wins, you move on. If you lose, you're out. And it's kind of winner take all there at the end. I think we pay out 2 spots. The final 2 get paid. But once you pick a team, you can't pick them anymore. So I'd picked Tampa this last week, and he moved me on. We only lost one person this past week, so we started with 31. We're down to 15. I'm taking Arizona this week against Houston. That should be an easy win for me. So anyway, yeah, but Sandra, I watched that game. That's a good game. Boy, this chat box, y'all, it keeps scrolling, man. I'm sorry, I'm gonna miss some. There's Leighton. Leighton Howard says, I'd much rather be doing what you're doing than doing what I'm doing. He must be at work or doing chores or something. Thanks for stopping by, Leighton. Jesse said I got his name right. That's good to know. I'm always worried about that, messing up people's names. Uncle Craig in the house, $5. Thank you, Uncle Craig. Says, love the live streams and regular videos. Thanks for the content. Thank you so much, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy it. Michael Barron, $5. Thank you, Michael. Says, Justin, I got my mama watching tonight. She loves the catfish. Can you give a shout out to Mary Barron? Thank you, sir. Well, absolutely. Mary Barron, thank you so much for watching. Here's your shout out. Mary, I felt like I got hit. Am I imagining things, Mary? I might have been imagining. I don't have any current here in this creek, and there's just a very light breeze. It's not barely noticeable, but it's enough to make my spot lock move. And when that spot lock on the kayak moves, sometimes it'll feel like I'm getting bit. Play games in my mind. Let's see, boy, I've missed some more here. Y'all blowed me up tonight. Thank you so much. Here's LK McCrae, $4.99. Says, been a sub for 3 years. Keep up the great work. Hey, thank you for sticking with me so long, LK McCrae. I appreciate it. Thank you for that super chat. Hey, Walter Pearson joined the Catfish Club. Thank you so much, Walter. Glad to have you. Listen, Walter, and those of you who joined the Catfish Club tonight, go back and check the community tab on my page. So there are some discount codes that are exclusive to members of the Catfish Club. One of them is a merchandise discount, 10% off merch on my Teespring site. And then there is a Catfish Sumo discount code that gets you 15% off your orders and free shipping. So be sure to check that link out there in the community tab there. Don't want y'all that's signing up tonight to miss out on that. Hopefully going to be adding some more discount codes too. Bullfrog ZH2, $5. No comment. Thank you, Bullfrog. I appreciate that. There's Jason Smith, $1.99. Thank you, Jason. Says, how good do you think Dallas is? I tell you, Jason, they seem pretty good to me. You can't ever trust Dallas, and I think Mike McCarthy's a lousy head coach. He makes some dumb clock management decisions, but they just keep finding a way to get it done. And their defense, you know, Dan Quinn, he kind of got a bad deal down there in Atlanta as a head coach, but you know, he was defensive coordinator up there in Seattle when they had that awesome defense, and he's really turned Dallas's defense around. So I think they got a legit shot this year. I really do. I know, you know, Dallas finds a way to lose generally the last couple decades, but they seem like the real deal to me. Don't get me started talking about football here now. Hey, there's BS, $5. Thank you. Says, good luck tonight. I tried out some gulp minnow ultralight fishing, and the first thing I caught was a channel cat. Big fan from Missouri. That's bad luck right there, man. That's bad luck getting a channel cat as the first thing on the ultralight. You're going to catch a lot of fish doing that, though. Hey, there's Russell Smith. Says, welcome to the Catfish Club message there. He joined. Thank you, Russell. Michael Barron said, I guess there's 2 Michael Barrons in here, or I got a hacker. You got a popular name, Michael. Be something if it was the other Michael's birthday, too. But anyway, again, Russell, thank you so much for joining the club. Scroll on down here. There's Riley. Riley Taylor joined the club, too. Man, Riley joining the club. Hit me up with the super chat earlier. Thank you so much, Riley. Riley says, might as well. That's the truth. Lord knows you've spent enough here on my super chats and every one of these live streams to pay for itself. Brian Posey says, are you eventually going to move all your merchandise to Catfish Sumo? No, not the clothing and stuff, because the advantage to Teespring, doing it through Teespring, is YouTube puts it under my videos there on whatever that is, that banner link or whatever. So that helps boost sales. And so if I move everything to Catfish Sumo or another third-party site, I'm going to lose a lot of sales because of it. So it's just not worthwhile. Man, every time I take my finger off this chat box, it just scrolls on me there. Where'd Sandra's comment go? I seen Sandra. There's Sandra. Says, I use Popeye chicken skin and raw shrimp for the channel cats. Them channel cats, it seems like they eat anything that you drop down there. There's D. Duran. He had to get a new account. I've been there and done that. Jim Hughes said, I heard you like Pat McAfee. Did you know he and his wife have a foundation to help people pay for canine cancer treatment? That's awesome, man. That's a great thing they're doing. That's a really great thing. I didn't know that. Thanks for letting me know. Martin Vansel, $4.99. Thank you, Martin. Didn't leave a comment there. I appreciate the super chat, though. Is Paz Music says he never caught one of the live streams. I'm glad you joined in tonight, man. Chris Davis says, any luck yet? Yeah, man, we caught a big blue here a few minutes ago. It was a whopper. We're off to a good start tonight. Hey, Nikki Hayes joined the club. Thank you, Nikki. Nikki's a longtime viewer also. Jersey Boy Fishing, $10. Thank you. Says, tapping in from New Jersey, brother. Love this channel. So much fake fishing channels out there. This one really shows the time and effort put in. Needed this. Maybe a striper, tight lines, smooth drag. But hey, thank you, man. And I appreciate that. That's kind of one of the things that I pride myself on this channel is I go fishing. When I come out here, I don't fish for algorithms, as some YouTubers say. I'm out here going fishing for the fish that I want to fish. Now, I may come up with a stupid-ass title or thumbnail to try to get some extra views, but if you click on one of my videos, you're seeing me do the fishing that I want to do, how I want to do it. So I take a lot of pride in that. Thank you for mentioning that there, buddy, and thank you for the super chat. James Coronado, $5. Thank you, James. Says, I'm soaking up your knowledge on catfishing. I really appreciate your YouTube channel. Well, thank you, James. I'm glad you find the videos helpful. There's Martin Vansel. Says, love the videos. Thanks. Well, thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. Sack Johnson says, thank God you're live. I was so bored. Well, I hope I can make you a little less bored tonight. Huckett Catfish says, sitting with my boys Finn and Oaks watching you right now, and they want to know what's the biggest catfish you've caught. Well, shout out to Finn and Oaks. Y'all have got some really cool names. That's awesome. The biggest catfish I've caught is in the video titled Holy Catfish. Trevor Martin says, can you give my son Cash a shout out? We love watching your videos. Absolutely. Cash, there's your shout out. Thanks for watching, buddy. Slinging Rods Fishing says, is this a bank fishing video? It is not, man. I mentioned that when I opened up. We tried to go live from the bank. I didn't have good enough cell phone service out there. And out here where I'm at now, I don't have good bank access. So I had to get in the kayak to make this work tonight. But we're rolling with it. I'll change the title of it later. Scroll on down. Trevor Dorset is, have you ever fished at Allatoona Lake in Georgia? I have not. I hear it's a good place, though. Texiac Cat says, love your videos. My 5-year-old always asks to watch you. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad he likes the show. David Sparks says, congratulations on going full-time. Well, thank you, David. It's been an awesome thing. I've had so much fun this spring and summer. It's just been an incredible experience. I'm looking forward to keeping it going. I am going to, like I mentioned there a few minutes ago, I am going to cut back here this fall and winter because it's it's just not worthwhile to post videos. These live streams do really well for me. I've made more money tonight on this super chat here in 55 minutes than what my regular edited videos will make all week here, all of them that I put out combined. So it's more worthwhile to do the live streams, but spring and summer it's more worthwhile to do the regular videos. So I'm going to kind of treat it like a seasonal job and hit it hard when the views are there, spring and summer, and then the rest of the year just kind of focus more on the live streams. I think we got some more action right here, y'all. That rod right there was getting hit a second ago. Man, it's been a channel cat. We got some small fish down there by my baits, you can see. Again, I'm not positioned in a good spot here where I would ideally like to be, but we've caught one big fish here, so if fish come through here, we got a chance tonight. We got a chip in a chair, as the old poker saying goes. If you got a chip in a chair, you got a chance, something like that. Let's see here. Let me scroll on down. I missed some there. Kodiak Fishing says, I inspired him to start his own YouTube channel. I try to make it real life and not fake crap. I think you'll do well with that, Cody. They ain't a better piece of advice I can give anybody, but be yourself on YouTube. That's just, they ain't but one you. Everybody tries to be somebody else on YouTube, but you can be the best version of you. Sanders says, love catching mudfish. There's Nikki telling people how to join the club. Thank you, Nikki. Michael Dunaway says, why do you not weigh what you catch? I don't see a point in it. I don't get in these penis measuring contests that these guys do online, man. Every time I had a guy ripping me yesterday, you know, trying to take shots at me and knock me down because he's caught bigger fish than me. And it's like, hell, there's thousands of people in the world that's caught bigger fish than me. So, you know, you weigh fish. It just gives people ammunition. And I don't care. You could have a certified scale. People going to argue with you on how much a fish weighs. And I just don't care. It's never mattered to me. I just like getting the adrenaline rush, the fun of catching it. And like that big blue I caught out here tonight, it was fun while I was reeling it in. Got the rush from it, but once I've let that fish go, I'm on to the next fish. I ain't arguing with people online, say I've got bigger fish than you. You know, it's stupid, it's petty, and I don't like people to do that. So let's see. Well, I've missed some more here. I seen Becca pop up. Where'd it go, Becca? Becca's in the house. People were asking about you, Becca. We've been worried about you. There it is. There's Becca. Good golly, Becca, thank you so much. $102.02. It says, shaking the pom-poms. Here's Mr. Justin, and he can't be skunked. He just can't be skunked because he got that power. I've butchered your whole cheerleading thing here, Becca. Here's Mr. Justin, and he just can't be skunked because he's got that power to catch the fish with spunk. Go, Justin. Thank you, babe. I'll get it out eventually. Good thing I'm a man, because I'd have never made it as a cheerleader. Although I guess there are men cheerleaders. I'm being sexist. I'm going to get cancel cultured here. Thank you so much for that, Becca. People were asking about you earlier there, so good to see you on here. I always enjoy Becca. She's a real treat in these live streams. She's so positive. Hey, there's Mark Francis, y'all. $6.99 Canadian money. Says, you're going to use the drum tonight. How will you use it as bait? Actually, Mark, that drum, I caught that there last week with when I was fishing with Kayak Mike, and I ended up giving it to him. He was going on down, after he left Tennessee, he was going on down to Alabama. And, you know, when you go fishing somewhere on the road, as a catfisherman, getting bait is the hardest part. And so I sent that drum with him so he would be guaranteed to have some bait down there and stuff. And so, unfortunately, I haven't caught any more to use, but I love some drum. It's a great bait. Joey OSRS says, what job did you quit to be full-time? I was a registered nurse. I worked ER. Let me scroll on down. Fishing with Big Mike says, live streams can't be any more real. That's the truth. When you live, you know, they ain't no editing. You mess up and say something wrong. If you know, rough conditions, you get skunked. you can't just scrap it, you know. It's just, it is what it is out here. When you're live, it's as real as it gets. Well, I've missed some more. Man, this channel, we got 804 people in here tonight. Holy cow. That's a lot of people, y'all. I'm going to get to as many of these comments as I can. I know I'm having to skip over and miss a bunch here, but thank you all so much for showing up. I'm so happy to have you. Here's Marvin Mangum, $10. Thank you, Marvin. This is waiting for the day when you catch that catfish with the spot on his head for the 3rd time. I also have a feeling you're going to catch the largest flathead you've ever caught tonight. Well, thank you, Marvin. I've hit that spot again where I've caught that big blue a few times this year. I ain't done any good down there, but I hope you're right about the flathead. I'd love to. Thank you for that super chat. Jeffrey Thackeray, there's your shout out, buddy. Penny Walters is what happened to the Tennessee crowd this weekend. Got a little rowdy, didn't it? Hey, Billy Wilder in the house, $5. Says, don't need a message, you deserve it, brother. Well, thank you, Billy. I appreciate that, man. Billy's a good man. Hey, Callie's back too, $40. Good golly, Callie, you're loading me up tonight. Thank you so much. Says, I'd be good with just a few live streams through the winter months. I'll be sure to send some money your way every time. Fish or no fish, I just enjoy watching and getting to chat. Same with fishing, just enjoy being out there. Well, thank you, Callie. I appreciate that. Lord, you don't have to send me money every time, though. I enjoy just chatting with you, too. But I am going to go live some more, you know, probably once or twice a week, you know, on through the fall and winter, because, you know, these live streams, they've become fun to me. I like getting on here and hanging out with you, and they're definitely more profitable than my regular videos right now, so we'll keep them going, and as long as I got cell phone service anyway, or I'm fishing, that's the challenge tonight. But yeah, we'll do some more live streams on through the winter. Let's see. Charlie Ringo says, heck yeah, bub, completely agree. Wife is laughing her butt off with the comments on the way to the fish. Yeah, it's people, I could go on a big long soapbox about it, but these people, you know, yesterday the YouTuber that was kind of knocking me down because he's caught bigger fish than me, whatnot. It's like, who cares? You know, I come out here to have fun, and if I can have fun and share the adventures with you all and be able to do this for a living, hey, I'm gonna do it, man. These other haters out there all petty and jealous everything, hey, if they want to say that they're better than me, have at it. There's a lot of people out there that's better than me. I've never one time come on this channel and talked as if I'm better than anybody else, you know. I just go have fun and bring you all along. So, but I ain't weighing no fish unless somebody wants to pay me money to weigh fish. You ain't gonna see me do it. It's stupid. Unless you're in a tournament. Trevor Dorset says, does your girlfriend ever go fishing with you? She does not. She's not into fishing. She's not really an outdoorsy person, which is fine with me because, you know, I like to fish by myself most of the time. I got friends that fish, and I don't even like fishing with them. So she's going to be waiting there at the house for me tonight. If the Dodgers are playing tonight, she's watching them. She is a huge Dodgers baseball fan, and the Dodgers right now are hard times for them. Atlanta's looking pretty good. So I don't know if they're on tonight or not, but that's what she's doing tonight. There's Chris Jones with $5. Thank you, Chris. Says, thank you for the great content. You make all these vids fun and entertaining. Just picked up a hat to help you some. Keep making the vids. Well, thank you so much, Chris. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for buying the hat. I hope it brings you some good luck. It's brought me some good luck tonight. It's the first fishing trip that I've worn it on, and we got a big blue was the first fish I caught with it. So I think it's my good luck hat. We got Sandra Hillary with a super sticker. $20. Thank you, Sandra. Says, you're amazing. Well, I think you're pretty amazing too, Sandra. Sandra is, you know, another one of my big supporters on here. Makes doing what I do possible. I mean, her, Becca, I haven't seen Billy Hamilton in here tonight, but he's another one that every time I'm live loads me up. Riley Taylor. I've got so many people on here, and Callie, I could ramble on a list of 50 people here. I need to be like one of them Emmy, Grammys or Emmys or whatever. They get up on stage and they read a list of people who makes it possible to do what they do. And I really, truly, I couldn't do it without you. I couldn't. You know, it's you all make this possible for me, and I'm so grateful for you. I got the best job in the world. I truly do. There's Barry Black, $5. Says, love the show. Keep it up. Thank you, Barry. Glad you're enjoying it tonight. There's Billy Wilder, $3 super sticker. Thank you, Billy. Kodiak Fishing, did Psycho Steve make 7 fake accounts? Why is there 7 thumbs down? He may have. No doubt he's got more than, I think I know I've blocked 2 of his accounts for sure. He's probably got some more. SWOK Fishing says, I seen you as buffering in your test videos. What did you end up doing to get a good signal? I left those spots and went to where I had a good signal. I was back further on in this creek and had like 1 to 2 bars, which ain't enough for live stream. So I had to come out to this creek here toward the mouth of it where I've got good service. But unfortunately, not where I wanted to be, and I couldn't fish off the bank out here where I'm at. But we're making it work. If we don't get any more fish tonight, it's a good night for me. Anytime I get a whopper, it's a good night. There's Brian Posey, $10. Thank you, Brian. Says, just picked up a hat with my sinker reorder. The haters are just jealous because you have fans that follow you through thick and thin. Well, thank you, Brian. Thank you for buying the hat, and you're absolutely right. These haters, man, I think most of it's just jealousy, truth be told. I really do. I think there's a lot of bitterness, a lot of jealousy. You know, anytime you're doing something anytime that you're either having fun or having success at something, there's going to be them jealous, petty people out there that just want to take shots at you and try to knock you down. And unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of people out there like that. Some people that, you know, I thought was friends, some other people in the YouTube community that, you know, we're kind of all in this together. Those people, there's just that jealousy gets the best of them. So it ain't going to bring me down. I'm going to keep having fun with the people that want to have fun with me. So glad to have you all in here. We got about 720 people in here tonight that's wanting to have some fun. So we got Callie back. Good golly, Callie, here's another super chat, $15. Says you got another North Dakota YouTuber watching tonight. River Addict catches a lot of nice channel cats on his channel. Hey, thanks for watching, River Addict. Y'all go check out his channel if you like fishing up north there. Callie does a phenomenal job with her videos, putting out a lot of content. So check out River Addict. See them big channel cats. They got some big ones up there. Callie catches a variety of fish too. She got a big pike the other day. Oh, Scott Harborough said, the Dodgers are on behind 5-2. My girlfriend's probably damn near in tears at the house right now. Bipper Bates. Bipper sent me some jigs the other day. Says, my girlfriend goes fishing with me. Caught a channel cat on one of the white marabou jigs you wanted. Hey, that's awesome, man. Michael Dunaway says, where can I buy a hat? Catfishsumo.com. You'll see them on there. Thanks for your interest. There's Fizz Bang, $10. Says, go Justin. Well, thank you, buddy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Sandra says, everyone is terrific in here. Yeah, Sandra, I actually remember to turn on the subscriber-only mode in the chat box tonight, and that makes things so much better. It's so much better for me. It's better for my moderators. I wish YouTube would fix this app. When you go live on YouTube, you have to go back into the computer desktop to change that setting. I wish they would fix it where you could do it from the phone. It would make life so much better for me. I forgot there on the last one, and I was so annoyed with some of the just random people that would stop by, you know, that ain't regular viewers. Oh, Brian Posey, he's reminding me about the fly fishing story. Hold on, Brian, we're going to get to it. Unreal Phantom says that YouTuber that put you down probably gets less views than you and makes less dough and wanted to talk down for it. That's the damn truth. Yeah, these YouTubers, there's a few of them that take shots publicly and behind the scenes, and you could add all their views and money together and it still wouldn't make what I make. So I think that's part of their jealousy. They may catch bigger fish than me, but they can't hold my jock strap when it comes to making money on YouTube, which is the real goal. If you're doing YouTube, if you're putting out videos regularly, that's the real number that matters. This rod got thumped right here, y'all. May have been a dink, may have been something else. Of course, it's the one that we can't see in the light. That's a fish on there. Hang on, y'all, hang on. I'm gonna get the camera back in the chest. Sorry, for those of you tuning in late, I've lost my microphone transmitter. Oh, is he? Yeah, he's over there. I'm gonna pick up. I don't want to lean over to crank down on him. I'm afraid I'll lose my phone off my chest. It's gonna be a small one here. It's on the skipjack head though. Same headpiece that we caught that big blue on. I'm drawing all these minnows here out beside me with this light. Yeah, it's a flathead. I felt a thump. It's a small one. Oh, he's mad at me, ain't he? He's mad at all of them. Lordy days. Well, folks, let's dedicate this one here. Let's go Becca on this one. Becca hit me up with a big super chat there a few minutes ago. I'd like to dedicate a fish to everybody. I don't know if we're gonna catch a fish. Enough fish for everybody, unfortunately. Look at him, man, he's wound. Flatty, enough of that now. I'm just gonna hold you out like that. You ain't, normally I'd say a fish like this ain't front camera worthy, so I ain't gonna put this camera up there on my front mount to show him off with me holding him. Get out of here, buddy. Ornery little devil, wasn't he? Let's fix this head back on here. Yeah, it's still hooked good and everything. Still looks good. Let's just send it back down. That's two fish on that bait now. We got the big blue and now the small flathead. For those of you that's tuning in, I couldn't fish where I wanted to off the bank tonight. Didn't have the cell phone service. I've come out to the mouth of this creek, kind of in the middle of it. And a few minutes into the stream, I caught a whopper size blue. Now we got us a flathead, so get that bait reset there, y'all. We got some more fish there on the graph. You can maybe see there on the screen, there's some more down there by my baits. We may have another one go down here in just a second. All right, let me get back to the chat. I know I've missed a bunch. Lord, we got 829 people watching right now. That's crazy. Oh, what'll thunk it. Hey, there's Billy Hamilton. Hold on, let me scroll up, Billy. I'm trying to hit these super chats here in order, but there's my man Billy Hamilton in the house. Now, I promise, Brian, I'm going to get to the fly fishing story in a minute. It's coming. There's A&A Fishing has joined the Catfish Club. Thank you so much. Glad to have you, man. Be sure to check out them discount codes there on the community tab. There's River Addict 499. Callie was just talking about you. It says, a big fish, a small fish, it's all fishing and enjoying the great outdoors. Love your channel, brother. Keep up the positivity and keep grinding. Well, thank you. Thank you for the super chat there, and good luck with your channel. Hope it's a big success for you. Natasha Farmer says, I'm late, but finally made it. Glad to have you, Natasha. You missed a big blue earlier. Shippo to Wolf. Shippo, where are you at? That is an odd currency. I don't even know what that is. I'm fascinated to find out where Shippo's from. I have no idea what kind of currency it is. This is going to be a new one for me. Y'all, I'm missing a bunch of comments here because it's just scrolling on me. Let me know if Shippo says where they're at. I'm curious to know. Oh, here's Romines, my buddy Eric Romines. He says, let's get 1,000 people on this live. If we hit 1,000, CNC Outdoors will do a giveaway. The first person I see comment Whopper after we hit 1,000 will get a prize pack. Well, that's pretty cool, man. Thanks for Holly there. Holly, CNC Outdoors, Knoxville, Tennessee. If y'all need skipjack, she got you covered up there. She's got there, her shop is located right there by the Concord Piers, which is a popular bank fishing spot here in the East Tennessee, Knoxville area. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if we're going to get to 1,000 or not, but that's pretty cool that she's doing that. Thank you, Eric. Billy Hamilton, I'm going to get to you, man, I promise. I'm knocking out these other ones here. There's Shippo. Bait and Ammo says, why is weighing fish different than pinning them to a measuring board? Well, it's not. I don't like measuring fish either, to be honest with you, Bait and Ammo. I started carrying a measuring board for tournaments, and people got to where they was liking to seeing the length. And it's easy to do the lengths versus weight in the kayak. It's not really any inconvenience to me to do a length. And unlike scales, that measuring board don't lie. So I don't mind doing it. It's not something I don't give a crap about it. Honestly, it means nothing to me to know the length of a fish, but it means something to you all. And so you all pay the bills. And if it's something easy I can do for you, then by gosh, I'm gonna do it. There's Billy Hamilton's comment. Sorry it took me so long to get to you, Billy. Thank you for showing up. 146.89. Thank you. He says, hey, Justin, yeah, I sent a comment, regular comment, not. I think Billy's a truck driver, y'all. And oftentimes he watches while he's driving. And I think we've got some text-to-talk issues here with his comment. But he said he sent a regular comment, but the chat's moving so fast. I sent this to let you know, catch a golly walker. Well, thank you, Billy. Be safe out there. Lord, if you're watching while you're driving, don't get yourself killed tonight or anybody else. Thank you for that super chat. Lee Collins has always watched from the UK. Justin Statham just tuned in. How many fish? We got 2. We got a big blue and a small flathead so far. Let me scroll on down, y'all. Again, I'm sorry. I'm missing so many comments tonight. Lord, I'm behind on this chat box. There's Fizz Bang, $10. That's from the wife, Rhonda. Well, shout out to Rhonda. You've got you a good man there with Fizz Bang, Rhonda. You take care of him now. Thank you for that super chat, Fizz Bang. Sandra says, Justin, any white bass heads? No, Sandra, not tonight. All I've got is skipjack. They're fresh, though. I got them this morning, but I didn't get any white bass. Let me scroll on down. Lord almighty, I have missed so many. There's Nate Jones, $1.99. Shout out to Nate Jones. Thank you so much. Hey, ML Loy's in the house. Says, got to hit the hay. Well, you have a good night, ML Loy. We'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, my man Keith in the house too, $5. Thank you, Keith. Says, can you give a shout out to my daughter Abigail? She turned 16 yesterday. Maybe you can do lives from the mouse's ear for videos this winter. Oh, man. You think they'd still allow me in the mouse's ear there, Keith? I've probably been banned from what I've said about them. There'd be a bouncer just whoop the far out of me if I went up there. But anyway, though, thank you for that super chat, and absolutely happy birthday, Abigail. You've got an awesome dad there, Abigail. I used to work with him back in the day, and me and him, we've kept in touch through social media and stayed friends for, gosh, I'm trying to think how long ago it's been, Keith. I was there before I became a nurse, before I went to nursing school the first time. So that would have been 2003. God, golly, I've known Keith almost 20 years, y'all. That's a long time. But anyway, Abigail, happy birthday. I hope it was a great day for you. Happy sweet 16. I remember my 16th birthday. It was a good one. My parents, shout out to my mom and dad. They're watching tonight. My mom loves these live streams. She don't watch my regular videos too much, but she watches every second of these live streams. She absolutely loves it. So shout out to them. They've made every birthday I've ever had special. But I remember that 16th one for sure. Oh, there's Becca. Becca says, Shippo to Wolf. He's in Israel. Okay. It says 8 Israeli new shekel. All right, I think that's the first time I've ever gotten Israeli money before. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Shippo to Wolf. Hey, Shippo to Wolf, if you're still in there, tell me what time it is over there in Israel. I'm always fascinated when these people show up from around the world. What time? I don't know why, but I'm just always fascinated as to what time zone they're in and what time it is. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's amazing, y'all. It's amazing. I'm sitting here live out here in the middle of this creek on Melton Hill in East Tennessee. And I've got 800 people from around the entire globe watching me right now. I mean, it's the technology that we have is freaking amazing. Yet I go a few hundred yards that direction behind the camera and I can't get any cell phone service. What this world is something, ain't it? It's crazy. Matt Tiller says full moon, good luck. Yeah, man, I don't know if you can see it up there through the light and the clouds, but full moon, I think the actual full moon's tomorrow night, but I always struggle in the full moon, but not tonight. Steve says, dude, your chat moves as fast as an old man in a massage parlor. It's moving faster than I can keep up with, unfortunately. I just have to keep scrolling. Hey, there's my man, Matt Holachek, $9.99 says, you already know what I want to say, absolutely. Holachek wants to give a shout out to the troops and the first responders out there. So there it is, Matt. There's the shout out to them. Thanks for what you all do out there, all the servicemen and women and first responders, healthcare workers, police and fire, all of you. Thank you for what you do. And thank you, Matt Holachek, for that super chat. He shows up all the time for me. He's a big supporter. Hey, there's Nikki back. Says, Justin, will you please wish my dad, Jim, a happy birthday? It's on the 22nd. Absolutely. Jim, happy birthday, buddy. Thank you for watching. You've raised an awesome girl in Nikki. I know she's awesome because she likes my videos. And who isn't awesome that likes my videos? So shout out to you, buddy. Happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. A&A Fishing, $20. Thank you. Says, hey, Justin, I know we're fishing, but do you ever grow garlic in your garden? Trying to figure out when to plant, getting mixed opinions. Thank you for that. No, I've never grown garlic before. Just one of them things I've never tried. I've tried a variety of things, but that's not one of them. So unfortunately, I can't help you out with that. I wish I could give you some advice or at least point you in the right direction of where you could get some solid information, but I wouldn't even know where to send you. But thank you for that super chat. Before Thunder, as a channel member, thank you so much. Says, bank fishing, glad I didn't miss this. Well, you did miss the bank fishing, buddy. Unfortunately, the cell phone service on the bank where I was at didn't work out. So I've had to move out in the kayak further on out in the creek to get service. We're going to do some bank fishing this fall on live streams. I promise. It's going to happen. Billy Hamilton says, yeah, I'm on a mission, Justin. Otherwise, I would have gave you 500. I knew when I seen Billy's comment there, I said, I know he's driving. It ain't coming through right. Sean Heath, $5. Thank you, Sean. Says, just got in from hunting. What I miss out on, bud? Well, I hope you've had a good night out there hunting, buddy. I caught a whopper of a blue man about, I don't know, 30 minutes into the stream. Got a really nice blue cat. And just a few minutes ago, I caught a small flathead. So we're 83 minutes into the stream, and we've got 2 fish so far, one of them being a dang good one. Let's see. We got Natasha Farmer. She's a channel member. Thank you, Natasha. Says, Aiden, Dakota, and Lil John said, get a gollywhopper. I'm going to try. Thank you all so much. Natasha watches with her kids, and they got good taste in catfishing videos, obviously. I appreciate you letting them watch, Natasha. Cool Trucking, $5. Thank you, Cool Trucking. Says, who in their right mind is hating on a catfisherman sharing their fun with everyone? I agree, man. I don't think these people are in their right minds that's hating on me. Thank you for that super chat, buddy. Hey, there's Becca back with 5555. Says, message to Mr. Justin's mom and dad. Y'all done good. You raised an awesome son. Well, thank you, Becca. They'll appreciate you saying that. I speak very highly of you, Becca. Everybody does. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Becca, but my parents always talk about you too when I go down there and visit with him. They may not comment and stuff, but they're big fans of you, Becca. Adam R says he likes the live streams more than the regular videos. Hey, thank you, man. I'm happy to hear that. I'd love to do these live streams all the time. It's a whole lot easier on me, not having to edit and stuff. Juan Miguel in the house says, dang, I'm missing out. I didn't get this notification, just the 2 test runs. Yeah, well, you didn't miss nothing on them test runs, Juan. I was just seeing if I could go live without buffering back there, because I've learned, you know, I ain't the smartest cookie in the jar, but I've learned through trial and error that if I ain't got 2 bars, I can't go live without buffering. So I wanted to try it before I set up back there, and I'm glad I did, because it didn't work out at that spot. Fishing a family tradition. Terry McKinney, $5. Thank you, Terry. Says, hope you catch another whopper. I do too. Terry's another regular viewer. Thank you so much, Terry. There's Tom Edwards talking about the garlic. Said it's a little late now. Yeah, garlic's one of the things I've just never had a desire to grow it. So I don't know a thing about it. Natasha says she just started following Becca. Yeah, Becca posts some videos to her channel. She goes live. It was a big thing about Becca is she is just a super helpful moderator in all of our live streams. I mean, she's always, look right here. Hey, Natasha, get Aiden and Dakota, and look right here. Look right here. Yeah, he's on there. He's on there. That was an odd bite. I don't know if it's a small blue or if it's possibly a small flat. Oh, he come free. Whatever it was, come free. It was an odd bite. It kind of hit, and I should have let him take it. I should have cranked down, I guess. I'm hesitant to lean over and crank down too much with this phone where it's positioned out on my chest. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it overboard. I've already potentially lost my microphone transmitter tonight. It's either in the car or it's on the creek bank back there. So I sure don't want to lose the whole dang phone overboard. That would make for a bad time. It would definitely end the live stream if I lost the phone overboard. It would definitely do that. We got Andy Round, $4.99. Thank you, Andy. Oh, there's Andy's comment. It's under it. It says, Matt Holochek, thank you. Thank you all for putting that shout out. Justin deserves it. Great content, humble, and extremely positive. Well, thank you, Andy. That's a very nice comment. Thank you for your super chat. Callie, K&K Fishing Adventures, back with another $5. Thank you, Callie. Said everyone's asking for the fly fishing story. I got to get to that, Callie. Here we go. Let's just do it. I'm never going to keep up with this chat box anyway, so we're just going to roll with it. So anyway, y'all, some of you in here tonight, maybe you've not have watched my other live streams, but I decided to take a fly fishing class. I've never really done, I had an old fly fishing rod at my parents' house years ago, but I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I don't know a thing about it, but one of the YouTubers I watch fairly regularly is his name's Drew Looking Fishy, and he's got a fly fishing channel. And even though I'm not really into fly fishing, I like his videos. And so, you know, I've been watching him on his road trip. And I was like, man, you know, I kind of like to do this. And then me and my mom, we went up to the mountains a few weeks back after Roscoe had died, just to get away. And I saw them people up there fly fishing and stuff. And so I said, I'm going to take me a class. And so Little River Outfitters, they're a shop up there in Towns, and they offer a class, $300. It's a private class. They teach you about the knots. They teach you how to cast, and then feed you lunch and everything. And then the second half of the day, they take you up to these streams up there in the mountains. So we went up to Tremont up there in the Great Smoky Mountains. And so I went up there and took that class. And the first part of the class was okay. You know, we practiced the knots and stuff, and that was very helpful because I don't know a damn thing about fly fishing. We went over some of the different flies, which again, didn't know a thing about them. And then we get out and start practicing the casting out behind the shop. And that went pretty well. You know, it's different. It took a little while to get used to it and whatnot. But I was feeling pretty good after spending, you know, an hour or so back there working on the cast. So then the second half of the day, we go up to the mountains, and we go up there in the streams, and the Great Smoky Mountains, there's, I forget how many thousands of miles or whatever of various streams, and they're all loaded with wild trout, rainbow, brook trout, yada, yada, yada. It's not stocked up there, it's wild trout. And so we get down in these creeks, and again, you know, I don't know a thing about fly fishing. I have watched Drew Looking Fishy, who makes fly fishing look like a ton of fun, very relaxing. We gotta walk down these banks, and they've got me outfitted. They supply all the gear, and they've got me in these waders and these big boots and everything. And I'm walking down through there, and I don't know if y'all have ever walked in a mountain stream. It's slick as glass. I mean, I'm slipping and sliding. I'm worried about breaking an ankle in there. My guide, he's an older man, and he's navigating it no problem. I'm trying to just not fall in. And so we get down there, and I start casting, and I'll be damn, about my second cast back, I'm in a tree. We done lost the fly, because you got all these overhanging trees and stuff, and you got to do these weird, he was working with me at the shop there about getting these weird casting angles and stuff. And so again, I was feeling pretty good when I left the shop, but when we get out there and there's actual obstacles, it was a disaster. So I'm in the trees, you know, I'm breaking off, and then, and we tried some dry flies first, which float on top of the water there. And he was teaching me how the streams work and stuff and where to cast. And we wasn't doing no good. So then he put me on a nymph. And a nymph sinks. So you've got this thing above it. You can't call it a floater bobber. That's a bad deal. You got to call it a strike indicator. But you got that up above you. And you drift that thing down in there. And again, I kept getting snagged time and time again. And we made our way. We're walking upriver, you know, casting all this stuff. I wasn't catching a damn thing. I was losing all these flies hung in the trees, or I was hung in rocks. It was a disaster. You know, I'm worried about breaking my ankles in there because I keep slipping and sliding every which way. I said, this sucks. I said, I have been misled here. Drew Looking Fishy makes this look so fun and relaxing. And I was so pissed off and stressed. I was about as happy as I've ever been for a bad fishing trip. For when that class ended, I said, you know what, I'm done with this fly fishing crap. I ain't ever doing this crap again. So that's the fly fishing, once and done for me. And I thought, you know, I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna have a good time in this class, I'm gonna end up buying me a fly rod. I did that class on Friday, and then me and the girlfriend met me up there after that class, and we stayed in Sevierville. Shout out to Cast to Catch, my friend Eric Burkhart. He works at the Holiday Inn up there in Sevierville. He had donated a raffle prize for the Fishing for Soldiers tournament that I fished last year, and I won, which was a 2-night stay. So we stayed up there in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge area, and then we went up to Ober, we went up to Anakeister over the weekend and whatnot. And I thought we were coming back on Sunday, I'd have me a fly rod, I'd go back to them streams and catch some trout. Heck with that. I come on home on Sunday, I said, you know what, I got about 3 videos behind I got to edit. I'm going to go home, edit them videos, and watch football. Heck with that fly fishing. So anyway, that's the fly fishing story, y'all. It ain't for me. I still like Drew Looking Fishy. I like his videos, but I ain't doing no more fly fishing. Lord, I talked way too long on that story. Way too long. I have missed so many comments. That's all right. We're going to get as many as we can. There's Matt Holochek back, $4.99. Says, have a good night, bud. Off to work. Time to catch the bad guys, or maybe just find a quiet spot and watch Kayak Catfish. Well, good luck, buddy. You be safe out there, man. Ricky Cope, $5. Thank you, Ricky. Says, I live about an hour from Santee Cooper. Have you considered coming back down? Yes. I'm actually planning here in the next couple of weeks to make it over. I've got a tournament, a bass tournament this Saturday, and then after that, I'm wide open. So I'm going to be looking for just a clearing in the weather, you know, days where we don't have a lot of wind over there, because you live over there, you know, when the wind's up, you can't hardly fish. And I'm going to take a few days and go over there, have some fun. I've been looking forward to that trip for a while, and then everything happened with my dog and kind of got put on hold, but it's happening. That damn fishing guy joined the club. Heck yeah, man. Glad to have you, buddy. There's Nate Jones back with another $1.99. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate them super chats, man. We got, boy, man, these comment box. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll take my finger off of it, and there's a million more chats coming through. There's fishing, a family tradition. Terry McKinney just joined the Catfish Club. Thank you so much, Terry. Glad to have you. Glad to have you be a part of the club there. Yeah, y'all. Anyway, that fly fishing wasn't for me. I said heck with it. Me and the girlfriend, we went on up to Gatlinburg there when I won that raffle last year that for the Holiday Inn passes. I also won some Ober Gatlinburg passes. So me and her, we went up there, took the chairlift thing. We went up there and did that mountain coaster thing they got, which is, I'm gonna be real with you. Look, the city of Gatlinburg ain't sponsor me. They ain't never gonna give me no money. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. You come to Gatlinburg on vacation or something, you're gonna be disappointed. It's just a tourist trap. It's nothing but tourist trap. You wait in line. That's all you do in Gatlinburg is wait in line. We waited for 30, 45 minutes in line at Anakeister to ride the chairlift up, which I found to be terrifying, actually. It was a terrifying chairlift to get up there. And we get up there, and half the stuff at Anakeister was closed, so we couldn't even do anything. We went on their little rope bridge tree things, and it was okay, but it was dark. We couldn't see nothing, and it wasn't lit up. And then we had to wait another 30, 45 minutes to come back down the chairlift. We go to Ober, same deal. You got to wait to get on the tram up there. They got about 80 people packed in this little box car thing. So, you know, I was exposed to COVID and all that in that mess. So Gatlinburg ain't nothing but a tourist trap and waiting in line. So there's your vacation advice for everybody. But nevertheless, me and a girlfriend, we had a good time. We went back to the hotel and watched the ball game on Saturday night. And go Vols, even though we lost, we played a heck of a game. We was in contention to win, which we wouldn't have been a year or two ago. So go Vols. We're almost back. We're going to be relevant again here soon. Anyway, back to fishing here, y'all. Let's get back to some more chats here. Lord mighty. I had over 800 people in the chat box. I started talking about fly fishing and Gatlinburg tourist trap, and I've lost 100 people. We got to get back to some fishing here. Texiac Cat says, have you ever thought about coming down and fishing Texas? Yeah, it's on the to-do list. I'm going to get down there and do some alligator gar fishing at some point. Andy Round says, fly fishing is fun for brim. It may be. I'll never find out. Russell Smith in the house, Catfish Club member. Heck yeah. Dominic Hollis is another Catfish Club member. Says, how's the fishing, man? It's been kind of slow overall, which, you know, it is what it is, but I caught a big blue early in the stream, and I just got a small flathead a little while ago. Got the moon tonight. I'm not positioned in this creek where I won't because of poor cell phone service, but we're making it work, and we already got a big one out here tonight, so my night's made regardless. We're just going to sit here, enjoy the chat, and enjoy each other's company the rest of the night. If we reel in some more fish, great. If not, that's okay too. Keith Carter, he says, your fly fishing sounds like my attempt to ski the slopes. It wasn't near as fun as the Colgate commercial made it look. Yeah, man, I tell you, I tried skiing. Well, I didn't ski. I tried snowboarding one time. Slid my way down the mountain. I said, never again. I'm done with that too. 111 Schofield says, finally convinced hubby that catfish are just as fun to catch. His first cat was a fun sizer. Got him hooked. That's great. I'm glad he got a big one there on the first one he caught. Tech Outside, $5. Thank you. Says, hey, we need to fish one day soon, from Jonas and Juanita. Well, thank you. Thank you for that super chat. Keith Doc Reed says, hats off to the moderators. Absolutely. Yes. My moderators are the MVP of this channel. They're the reason I'm able to go live. They keep that chat box clean for me. And when it's scrolling like it is tonight, I cannot keep up with it. So I'm counting on them to be blocking the people who need to be blocked. Man, every time I take my finger off, it just keeps going. Glad to have this many people in here. Hey, there's Fracture Fix. $49.99. Thank you, man. That's awesome. It says, who was talking trash about weighing fish on YouTube? Want to make sure I'm not a sub of that channel. Yeah, I'm not going to shout them out there. Thank you for that super chat, but you know, there's an old saying that no publicity is bad publicity, and that particular YouTuber likes to, he's taken some shots at me recently, and he takes shots at other YouTubers too, and when he does that, his audience eats that kind of stuff up, and it gets him more attention and more views, so I'm not going to feed into it. But thank you for that super chat, though. I appreciate that. Nomad Fisherman $4.99. Thank you. Says, love the live streams. Thank you for sharing so much knowledge. Keep it up. Would love a shout out for my channel. Well, hey, absolutely. Y'all check out Nomad Fisherman on YouTube there. He's a fan of my channel, obviously, so hopefully he's got some good content there. I'll check it out when I get home there, Nomad Fisherman. Let me scroll on down. Lord Almighty, I've missed a bunch more here. Sorry, I got snot dripping out my nose here, y'all. It's a little chilly out here. Later we get on into the night, the cooler it's going to get. But it's cool weather here. My nose is going to be running. Alan Edwards says, good night, Justin. 2 a.m. here in the UK. Well, hey, I appreciate you stopping by tonight, buddy. Jack Fishing TV's playing the guitar tonight. Just learned Inner Sandman. That's pretty cool. Cody Yak Fishing says, not how you should get attention. Yeah, that's not how I do things. That's for sure. Just, you know, it's unfortunate. Sometimes it's people that you thought was friends, you know, people that you've put over in the past, and to see them take shots at you and stuff is kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. It's a lesson learned. Callie says, chilly, haha, supposed to be a low of 24 there tomorrow night. Yeah, I'll tell you, Callie, if it gets below 60, it's too cold for me. Uh-oh. Callie, we had one get hit here. That's on one of them head pieces. There it goes, Callie. Let's put this back in the chest here. Let's reel us in one, y'all. Oh, man. Boy, it's taking off now. Look at it go now. Oh, no, it just come free, too. Crap, I think it took the bait. Crap. No, the bait's still on. It acted like a small fish. Then we had a nice takedown. Crap. Well, here's another bite anyway. For those of you that's tuned in late, I know this thing says bank fishing on the title. We tried it. Cell phone service wouldn't allow it, so I ended up hopping in the kayak, coming out to the mouth of this creek. I was wanting to be farther on back in it, where I could better position my baits to take advantage of fish coming through. But nevertheless, caught a big blue, caught a flathead, and just had another bite there. So we're having a good night regardless. All right. False alarm there, y'all. False alarm. We got Cool Trucking, $5. Thank you, Cool Trucking. Says, when I was a kid, we used anchovies and chicken liver. Do you ever use that? No, I don't. Thank you for that super chat. I try to stick with baits that are fresh fish, you know, native to the waters that I'm fishing. I just do better on big fish than that. You know, I've used chicken breast in the past when I'm fishing for smaller fish or just looking to get bites, and it works really well. But for big fish, it's hard to beat a big head chunk of something that swims out here that they're eating all the time regularly. Sandra Hillary says, no worries, Justin. Karma is their friend. Yep, that's the truth. People can say whatever they want about me. They can think whatever they want about me. At the end of the day, I'm coming out here having fun, catching fish, and I've got a ton of people on this channel that are just nothing but positive and supportive, and that's the people I'm going to focus on and take care of, because those are the people that take care of me. Eric Phillips says, I'm surprised he's fishing this cooler weather. That's a damn truth, buddy. You know me well, obviously. Juan Miguel says, what's the scariest experience you've had night fishing? I'm trying to think of one. I don't know that well, I'll tell you a scary experience I've had. It wasn't when I was fishing, but it was when I got back to the car. So a few years back, I'd been out fishing and I'd launched at this kind of backwoods boat ramp, a few miles from where my parents live. And there's no street lights, nothing down there, kind of a sketchy area, you know. And so I'd been out fishing. I come back in, it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I pull my kayak up on the bank and I got my flashlight, and I'm shining around there. I see my car. Everything looks cool, you know. I start making my way to the car, go back my trailer down, and all of a sudden I hear voices over beside me. And I shine the light over, and there's 2 guys standing there with guns. And, you know, instantly it's just a butthole puckering moment, because they've got me, you know. They've got me. They're going to kill me or something, rob me and rape me, you know, whatever. And so I about pee-peed myself. Now, thankfully, it worked out. They were out there coon hunting. They had their dogs up in the woods. They were cool, but scary moment. Not while I was fishing out on the water, but when I got back, that was definitely one of them nights I won't forget. Lord, I've missed some more here. Scroll on down there to that next one, y'all. Man, a lot of comments in here tonight. Bucky City Pyro, $10. Thank you so much. So tips on using live shad and bluegill this time of year. I'm a bank fisherman and looking for big flathead and blue cat. Thanks, Justin, all the way from Bucky City. You know, I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I'm not a good live bait fisherman. When I do it, I like to suspend them directly under the kayak. As far as casting them out, probably be best you could rig them either way. You could put them under a float and run them that way, or you could just cast them out and have them on bottom and be alive. I wish I had better advice to give you. As far as rigs, everybody tells me I do it wrong. I like to rig a live bait kind of right behind the head. Everybody else tells me I'm doing it wrong, that I should be rigging them by the tail. My thought process on it is, and why I rig them the way I do, is that typically when you see a fish eat another fish, a smaller fish, if you notice, they always eat those baits head first. And I think it's so it slides down their throat easier. So when that dorsal fin flares out, it'll go down. And so in my mind, I want to hook the fish up closer to the head, because that's the part that's going to get eaten first. So I don't know if it's right or wrong. I wish I could give you some better advice. Well, thank you for your super chat, though. I appreciate your support. There's River Addict back with another $4.99. Says, them surprise strappers you catch look like a heck of a good time. We don't get those up north here. Would like to get after them sometime. Yeah, man, they're a lot of fun. I haven't caught one in a while. I honestly thought if I could position myself back in this creek off the bank, I might have a shot at one tonight, because I've caught some nice strappers in this creek this time of year before. And we may get one, excuse me, we may get one out here, you know, at the mouth of this creek. It's just, typically I catch some stripers suspending baits like I'm doing out here, but I catch more stripers when I've got my baits cast out and they're on bottom, you know, when I catch them on cut bait anyway. So, but it could happen out here. It's possible. There's some in here. Man, this chat box, y'all, it just keeps going. Wow. David Unwhite says, Justin, this time of year when it's cooling down, best to drag baits across the floor or suspend drift? Honestly, man, this time of year in the fall, you really can't go wrong either way. The fall is one of the best times to fish. Spring and fall are the best times to fish here. But they're just feeding up. They're active. They're moving into the shallows more. And if you can put a bait in front of them, they're probably going to eat it. And it don't matter if you're anchored down and cast baits out, if you're dragging, if you're suspending. You just get a bait in front of them. They're very aggressive this time of year. And so it's just get it in front of them is the main thing. Whatever you can do to best present the bait in the particular area you're fishing, you're going to have a good chance of catching them. Russell Smith said, and Eric, I said Whopper first if we don't hit 1,000. Yeah, we looks like we're at 777 right now, y'all. Eric Romines, his girlfriend is Holly Tridell, who owns CNC Outdoors, excuse me, bait shop here in Knoxville. They said if we hit 1,000 people on this live stream tonight, they're doing a giveaway. So we'll see. I don't know if it happens or not, but we're gonna try. Oh, we had another one over here tapping a second ago. It looks like it's gone now. Dink tap or something there. Let's see. Hey, there's Dominic Hollis. $10. Thank you, Dominic. Says, I know it's not much, but I love your content so much I have to support your channel every way I can. Hey, man, Dominic, listen, I appreciate that, but don't put yourself out on my account. I'm happy to have you here. Dominic's one that watches all the time, always positive and supportive, and that means more to me than anything, Dominic. So thank you so much. Hey, Tracy Johnson just joined the Catfish Club. Thank you, Tracy. Glad to have you. Again, those of you that have joined the Catfish Club, if you will go to the community tab on YouTube, there's a members only post that's got some discounts. 10% off merchandise, 15% off at Catfish Sumo. I'm hopefully going to be adding some more stuff as time goes on, as I get more companies wanting to help me out and help you all out. So thank you for joining the club, Tracy. Dominic says got the whole family watching. That's awesome. Lee Hammond says he wants to catch a whopper soon. Got the itch. I hope you get it, buddy. Jessica Cooley hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Let me scroll back up here, hit some more. Jeremy Stevens says, can you use goldfish in Tennessee? We can, and I got somebody that was mad at me a while back because he'd been asking me for a year or so to use some goldfish, and I hadn't ever got around to it. He got mad at me and wrote an essay and said he is unsubscribing and wasn't ever coming back. Hey, there's Jason Davis just joined the club. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate that, man. Glad to have you. Catch a hog. He says, y'all don't have any skeeters over there. Man, I was expecting it tonight, honestly. I really thought I was going to get eat up. I brought the Thermacell thing there. Let me get it in frame. I got a Thermacell skeeter repellent, and I ain't even had to turn it on. There ain't no bugs up there at my light or nothing yet. It's been a good night out here, surprisingly. I really thought we'd be eat up by now. Aaron McLaughlin says, what's your base tonight? Skipjack. We got heads and midsections. Caught them fresh this morning. Kyle Remenda, $2 Canadian money. Thank you, Kyle. Says, are you doing an OnlyFans 18+ account? No, not yet. But by gosh, if I could show pictures of my feet and get a few bucks, you can better believe I'd do it. There's Ted. Says, just got home, how's it going? It's been an okay night so far, Ted. We had some cell phone problems early on, but I come out here to the mouth of this creek, and I got a big blue. I've caught a small flathead, and we've had a couple dink taps here and there. But again, anytime I get a big fish, it's a good night. We got a big one tonight. Rob Evans says, do you think night fishing is more active than the daytime? No. I mean, it can be, but I don't think on a day-by-day basis, not necessarily. I like dawn and dusk for peak feeding activity periods. But some of my audience had requested some night videos, and they'd requested bank videos, and I thought I could hit this spot in this creek and knock them both out at the same time, and unfortunately the cell phone service didn't allow it, but we're at least knocking out a night video anyway. Hey, there's Callie back. Says, Justin, your package should be in the mail within the next week or so. Well, thank you, Callie. Callie's doing something nice for me, y'all. My dog Roscoe had died almost a month ago now. The 22nd will be a month, and Callie was making something for me. So I'm looking forward to getting that, Callie. Jason Davis says, thanks for the warm welcome. Love the channel and the live streams. I'm glad to have you, Jason. Brandon Hughes says, Campbell and I are watching. Shout out to Campbell. Wondering, how do you stay warm out on these chilly nights? Well, fortunately, it's It's not being too cold tonight. I think it's low 50s right now. We're going to drop in the 40s, but I've got my bibs on. I got me some, you can't see under this life jacket. I got me some new bibs recently. These are from True Timber, and under that I got some fleece pants on, and I got a sweatshirt tonight, so should be pretty good tonight. It's not going to get too terribly cold. Let's see. Johnny Heckard said, do those thermocells work? Yeah, they seem to work okay. Derek Radigan says, can you give a call out to Derek Radigan out of Cincinnati? Well, there it is, buddy. There's your call out. Cody Yak Fishing says, kayak catfish corn toes. I do got some corns. Curtis Large, he's a member. He says, Justin, I don't think I'll pay for feet pictures. Honestly, Curtis, I'd be worried if you did. There's Terry Fishing, a family tradition, says, you're my granddaughter's favorite YouTuber. That's why we're trying to get my channel up and running, getting her one of your hoodies because she loves your logo. Hey, well, thank you, Terry. I'm glad she likes the videos, and I hope your channel gets up and going. I hope it's a big success. BBM Fishing says, any good advice for aspiring YouTube fishermen? The biggest advice that I give you all is do what you love to do. Share it with others. Everybody in this world is good at something. And there's an audience for everybody. And so if you do what you love and just have fun, you're going to be successful no matter what. It don't matter, you know, everybody wants to have a YouTube channel that gets millions of views and goes viral and makes money, and that's great if it happens. But if you just post content that you love to do and get a community of like-minded people around you, you're going to be successful regardless. So that's the best advice I could give, is just go out, do what you love to do, and have fun. Slim Jim Lockpicking says, do you ever go by Melton Hill Lake? I'm actually on Melton Hill tonight, Slim Jim. That's where we're fishing at tonight. I'm in a creek here on Melton Hill. What had hoped to do some bank fishing from it. Unfortunately, AT&T ain't going to allow that. Heck with AT&T. But suspending out here in the mouth of this creek on Melton Hill. Jody Parks says, love your kayak. Have you thought about buying a boat? No, I like fishing out of a kayak. You know, it's fun. And again, I do this for fun. So I'll go back to a boat. I had a boat before, but once I started kayak fishing, it was just on the carport. I wasn't using it. And so I love this kayak fishing. And so as long as my body holds up, I'm going to keep doing it. Hey, Billy Hamilton's still watching. Billy's on the road tonight, y'all. Miles Hagan says, what year did you start YouTube? I think I posted my first clip 2015, I believe, but I didn't start posting regular videos till later on into 2016, 2017. So this channel kind of started by accident, you know, and it just kind of grew from there. Steve says, why are comments turned off? I don't understand. Well, the comments on the live stream video, my regular videos, the comments are on, but these live streams, when the comments, when they're watched after the fact, I get a lot of hate, a lot of negativity. A lot of my regular viewers chime in saying how much they hate the live streams and how much they'd wish I'd just rather do the regular videos. And I thought, you know, I'm just going to turn the damn comments off. These live streams, the money you make on live streams happens in that super chat box. The views you get after the fact don't make anything. The ad rates are really low. So I'm like, you know, if I'm not making any money on these live stream replays, I ain't going to take no abuse from people. I ain't going to take no lip from them down there in the comment box. So going forward, the live stream chats will be subscriber only, and the comment box will be turned off on the live streams after the fact. I missed some super chats. Speaking of super chats, I've missed a couple here. There's Tori Mullinax, 1999. Thank you, Tori. It says, love your channel. My husband and I watch you all the time. This is the first live we've been able to catch since the others are usually while we're at work. We watch your videos every night. Well, thank you, Tori. Thank you for supporting the channel with the super chat. And thanks for stopping by tonight. Yeah, what I want to do with these live streams, ideally, is kind of mix up the times that I go live so that more people have a chance to watch. You know, if I go live in the mornings, some people can watch me from work. Some people are off from work. Some people work at night, you know. And same thing with going lives in the evening. So ideally, I'd like to do maybe a daytime live stream once a week and maybe a afternoon, evening, nighttime live stream once a week, just to kind of mix it up and give everybody a chance to watch and be able to interact with you all. Well, I've missed some more here. Hang on, y'all. I gotta turn the camera. I gotta wipe my nose off. This cool weather got me snotting out here tonight. Y'all don't want to see me being like a child out here wiping snot off on my sleeve. Glenn Cunningham, $5. Thank you, Glenn. He says, good news for your lady. The Dodgers took the lead in the 8th. Maybe the house will be a little warmer when you get home. Oh, she'll be happy about that. I promise you. She ain't watching me live right now. She's watching the Dodgers. She is a lifelong, diehard Dodgers fan. Most obsessed fan I've ever seen about the Dodgers. There's Vivi Saldana back with $19.99. Vivi's a regular viewer and a big supporter of this channel. Says, hello there, Justin. I just tuned in. I saw you were live earlier, but I couldn't tune in because I was driving my big rig. But I'm able to stop for the night and tuned in before you leave. Well, hey, glad to have you, man. Glad you're off the road and safe for the night. Thank you for that super chat. We caught a big blue out here earlier, Vivi. We got this stream started with a bang earlier. There's Ted with $5. Thank you, Ted. Mike Miller says, do a weekend live stream. I may, Mike. I did an ultralight live stream, not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. And it didn't, I don't know if it was because it was ultralight fishing or just because it was Sunday morning and you got the church crowd and there was a football game on. It didn't get the views during, like right now I got 752 people in this chat box. I never had more than 300 and something in that weekend one that I did. So, you know, we'll get the times dialed in. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Got another one. I seen it. There it is. Darren Bales, $4.99. Says, good luck tonight. Thank you so much, Darren. We're off to a good start tonight. I don't know what time it is. It's just 9:29. I'll probably stay live till about 11 or so. We're going to put a little time in out here. We may stay later than that if the bite picks up. I think we got the full moon tomorrow night. It's up in the sky. I don't typically do well in full moon, but we've already got a big blue. We've got a flathead. There's clearly some fish working into this creek. And again, I wish I'd give anything if I had cell phone service back there further in that creek, because it creates a choke point and I can put my baits perfectly where they need to be to have fish that are going in this creek swimming through them. Out here at the mouth, fish can move through into this creek and never come by my baits. And there's no current out here, so I don't have a scent trail getting dispersed. So it is what it is, but we've got some fish tonight, so we're making it work. The con artist says, you may not respond to me, but me and my 9-month-old son watch you every time. He loves your voice, and every time I turn on your videos, he stops what he's doing. That's pretty cool, man. My mom would say when I was little, I was a big Dukes of Hazzard fan, still am. But when I was little, she said she could put me in front of the TV when Dukes of Hazzard was on, and she had an hour break because I'd sit there and just listen to Waylon Jennings narrate the Duke boys. Scott Harborough says, the Dodgers won. Going to be a good night for you tonight. Yeah, it'll be happier when I get home there. Daryl Hebron, $5. Thank you, man. He says, hey, bro, Mom still isn't well. We may have to make that choice soon. I'm just trying to work a little and stay busy. I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. I was hoping things were going to get better for her there. I'm very sorry. Ain't nothing I can say other than just say I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could say or do to make it better. Unfortunately, I can't, but I hope my audience here, I hope everybody will send you prayers and well wishes and you know, try to give you a little bit of comfort in this difficult time. It's a terrible thing for anybody to go through. Becca Mudtramp says she installed the Dukes of Hazzard horn on one of her four-wheelers. That's awesome. That's awesome. I could totally see Becca having the Dukes of Hazzard horn there, the old General Lee horn. Barry Black in the house. Another Catfish Club member. Dylan Strickland says, love the channel. Would love to have you stop by our store in North South Carolina. If you come back down to Santee to fish, we would be open around the 1st of December. It's called Swamp Fox Outdoors. I'll try to keep that in mind when I go over there. So it should be open around the 1st of December. Well, I won't be over there in December, that's for sure. I'm planning on going over here in the next 2 or 3 weeks probably. We got Christina Halverson, $5. Thank you, Christina. Says, hey, Justin, I'm Cody Yak Fishing's wife. Here's $5 to tell him he can get a new kayak, just not the most expensive one. Man, that's big news there, Cody. That's awesome. And, hey, thank you for that super chat there, Christina. Hey, Cody, man, she's give you the green light. Go for it. If you ain't going to make the missus upset, go ahead and get that kayak. Don't get the most expensive one. But by gosh, get you a good kayak, man. That's awesome, man. Cody got some big news tonight, y'all. Sam Hilton says, have you tried fishing live skipjacks from the kayak? I know you would have to catch them on the spot and fish them immediately. I have a few times. I know I've got one video of me doing it. And ironically, I think that video was filmed in this creek, actually. But yeah, I'd caught that skipjack live and just dropped it down and it got eaten. But it is hard. A lot of times where like today, for instance, I went out this morning and caught some skipjack. And, you know, for me, I just don't have a good way to transport them and keep them alive. So I pretty much got to catch them on the spot and be able to use them. I wish I could use them live more. They would get eaten. I promise you that. John Knott says, do you ever fish midday during the wintertime? I do. Yeah, during the winter when it's cold, I'm a pansy. And so I try to go when it's the warmest out, which is usually midday and afternoon. Philip Highland, $5. Thank you, Philip. He says, the only thing I'm lacking and currently looking into getting is a trolling motor and battery. Any advice? Well, if you're going to be putting it on a kayak, I've had multiple motors now. I've had the motor I'm currently using here is a Minn Kota XI3, the kayak version, a 36-inch shaft, and it's been pretty good. I've not really had any problems out of it. It's very quiet. It's fast. It's 55-pound thrust, which gets me on this Hobie Pro Angler kayak. It gets me about 4.5, 4.7 if conditions are perfect, but usually 4.3 to 4.5 miles an hour. It's got spot lock. It's got cruise control. You can record routes with it. So it's got all those features. I have used the Minn Kota that comes with the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot. It was a great motor, worked really well, but it was really loud and picked up on the microphone. It made a beeping noise if you were in a GPS mode. And so for microphone purposes on YouTube videos, just didn't work out. I've also had a Torqeedo in the past, which are much faster motors than a traditional trolling motor. However, they are garbage. I had 4 major malfunctions that left me stranded in the 2 years that I had it. I will never own another Torqeedo again. Now, their customer service was excellent each time I had a problem, but it's garbage. The quality is terrible. It just kept tearing up. And once my warranty was up, it was going to be like $700 to replace the motor pile. And I said, hell with it. I parted it out with the battery and the other pieces that I had left that was still, still functional, and said, hell with it. Never torpedo again. But that's about the experiences I've had with trolling motors on these kayaks, buddy. Thank you for the super chat. Boy, just like that chat box is scrolling again. Kevin's Trophy Cat and Bassin says, Justin, will your girlfriend ever go live with you? Been following you for years. We've never seen her. Probably not. Me and her have talked about that. I know you all watch me on this channel and you get to know me as a person and whatnot. And I try to give you all behind the scenes as much as possible, but the downside of YouTube is the negativity and the hate. And one thing that I've noticed is every time I fish with somebody, people attack who I'm with as a way, I guess, to try to take shots at me. And if it's other YouTubers who are wanting to come fish with me on my channel and to try to boost their own channel, that's fine. They know what they're getting into. If it's a friend of mine, a normal fishing buddy, I'll warn them in advance if they choose to come. It's on them. I have moderators who do a good job of filtering crap out, but still, sometimes things sneak through. And so I've talked to the girlfriend about that, and it's just not worthwhile to subject her to the hate that she would receive from me putting her on the channel. And so I'm not going to subject her to it. If she ever changes her mind and wants to come on here, hey, so be it. But she's not, she has social media stuff, but she's not a YouTuber. She's not an Instagrammer or stuff like that. So, she's not looking to do this as a business. And so there's just no reason to subject her to the inevitable negativity that she would experience if I brought her on this channel. Let's see. Man, where did that other... I saw another super chat. Where'd it go? There it is. Jeremiah Ellison. Thank you, Jeremiah. $5 said, could you give my wife Jenny a shout out? Absolutely. Jenny, hope you're having a great night. Thanks for letting Jeremiah watch the video. If she's like most women, she's probably wanting to watch Lifetime movies right now instead. So if she's letting you watch this video, she's a good woman, Jeremiah. You better keep Jenny. Keep her around. Keep her happy. Ted says, Justin, your content is the best. Keep up the lives. I could not wait to get home and catch this one. Hey, thanks, Ted, man. I appreciate that. Jim Wood says, hey, Justin, I love your channel. The wife and I are moving to Loudon, Tennessee in April from Southern California. Hope to meet you in person one day. Well, you just might, man. I don't live too far from Loudon. There's a lot of good fishing down there. Ironically, you're moving from California. I just fished with a couple people the other day from San Diego, California. They're going to be sponsoring an upcoming video. Keith, he owns a company called USA Home Inspectors, and they reached out, sponsored an upcoming video, and they did a guide trip with Deuce's Wild Fishing Charters. And so I hopped on the guide trip. I went fishing with them and spent a day with them. We didn't film the trip out there on the water, but again, they've been very generous with sponsoring an upcoming video there through his business. And so I said, you know what, I'll hop on the boat with you, absolutely. So yeah, ironically, I got some viewers out there in California. Who knew? There's people watching all over the place. We've had Israel in here tonight. We've had the UK in here tonight. Pretty amazing. We got Daniel Hibbard in the house. Says, can you give a shout out to my wife, Amber? She just lost her grandmother today, and we're watching you to get her mind off things. Well, absolutely. Amber, shout out to you, and I'm very sorry for your loss. That's it's a terrible thing, and I'm sorry you're going through that. And I hope that this video, it ain't gonna make things any better, but again, I hope it does maybe take your mind off things and give you just a momentary break from it, if nothing else. That's one of the nice things about fishing, and I kind of, it was when my dog died, which I know it's no comparison to, losing a human being like you all are going through, but it was a traumatic loss for me, and it was tough to kind of get back out here and get to fishing and get back in the routine. But once I did, it's a nice kind of getaway, kind of escape, because when a rod goes down, when you're fighting that fish, the problems at home, the problems at life, no matter what else is going on, when you're fighting that fish, it's all gone. It's you and that fish. And so that's one of the great things about fishing. You know, catfishing, there's a lot of downtime, but when you get that bite, the rest of the world, it doesn't exist. So anyway, again, I'm very sorry for your loss. I hope you find peace and comfort through this process. Let's see. Scott Harbaugh says, do you recommend the bow mount trolling motor versus the center drive motor? I mean, I guess it depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot, it's in the center, and they built that kayak around the motor. So from a functionality standpoint, that setup is much better than what I have. The challenge with a bow mount up here is you have to rig up cords to be able to raise and lower the motor. You got to DIY that. Then if you hit weeds and get something in your prop, you got to climb up to the bow or go to shore to clear your prop off. So the center drive is the advantage over that. But, you know, again, you're not going to fit a motor down in the center drive that has GPS functions other than the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot. If you're just dropping a regular motor drive down, well, then you don't have the GPS function. So, you know, it's kind of, there's not a perfect setup yet. It's coming, but not yet. One of these days, one of these kayak companies, the Old Town, the Sportsman Autopilot is close. If they get a better motor that's quieter and faster, that setup's going to be a home run. They're close with it. Let me see. I lost another super chat. Where did it go? Sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to find my place here. There's Barry Black. There it was. Barry sent me $5. Didn't leave a comment with it, but shout out Barry Black, a regular viewer, Catfish Club member. Thank you so much, Barry. We got another one there. There it is. Jim Wood just joined the Catfish Club. Thank you, Jim. Glad to have you, buddy. Welcome, man. Lord Almighty, I've missed a bunch more. Here's Giga Squatch. I like your channel name. That's pretty cool. Giga Squatch, $10, says, you're the man, Justin. Thank you for all the effort you put into this channel. Well, hey, thank you for watching. You know, it don't matter how much effort I put in. If people don't watch, it don't matter. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support there. Brother Tom, $4.99. Thank you, Brother Tom. Says, hey, man, was curious. Why'd you get out of healthcare? Love the content. A golden opportunity, man. You know, I'm kind of fortunate with this YouTube channel. It kind of took off for me. And I started making more money on YouTube than what I was making at work. And I'll be honest with you, as a nurse, I've been a nurse for, well, I was an LPN for 5 years, from 2004 to 2009, went back to school, became an RN, and have worked ER from 2009 up until I quit to do YouTube. And from 2011 till I quit, I was travel nursing. And you just get burnt out with it, man. Working ER, you get this. Sorry, I gotta wipe my nose off, y'all. Bear with me. It's snotting out here. It's cool weather. But, you know, working healthcare, especially with all the pandemic stuff going on, it's not a good job right now. And working in the ER, you really get it. It's a nice way of saying it. It makes you jaded toward people. You get good people that are just having the worst day of their life. And, you know, so you deal with that. And then you also get a lot of these scumbags of society, people that's your drug addicts coming in there, you know, just trying to get pain pills and drugs that always cause them problems. You get a lot of psychiatric people you take a lot of abuse from. You get a lot of homeless people that you take abuse from, and so it's just not a good job. And I wasn't enjoying it. And fortunately with nursing, you've got a lot of options. But as a travel nurse, you kind of get pigeonholed into one specific specialty because you got to have experience to be able to travel. And I wanted to do travel nursing because Tennessee is one of the lowest paying states for nurses. So the day I became a travel nurse, I instantly doubled my income. And so, I was burnt out on the ER. I was ready for a break. And then this YouTube channel took off, started making more money than I was making at my job. And I was like, it's time. It's, on one hand, there's a kind of a civil responsibility. I have a skill set that's in demand right now with the pandemic going on and all. So on one hand, there's the responsibility to society to go do what I'm good at and what I'm trained for to help right now. On the other hand, I feel like you have a responsibility to yourself. You only live once. You only go around the sun so many times on this earth. And so this was a golden opportunity for me, and I grabbed it by the balls and took it. And it's been the best decision I've ever made. I've never been happier than what I've been these last few months, getting out and being able to just do what I love to do and get paid for it. So that's the long answer to that, but hopefully it answers your question there. Lord, I missed a bunch of comments there while I was on that little soapbox. There's Daryl Hebron back with $5. He said, how would I sponsor one of your videos? Well, first off, Daryl, thanks for the super chat and thanks for your interest. It's one of them things I've thought a lot about as far as opening it up for sponsoring and stuff. I did some private company sponsors earlier this year. I did one with Manscaped. I did one with Bravo Sierra. And it was kind of good and kind of bad. Basically, I come on, I do a little 30-second spot for them, and they pay me money for it. Now, Manscaped was awesome. They paid me instantly. Next day after my video went live, I had a check. I had a direct deposit. Bravo Sierra was a disaster. I had to send so many emails. It took a month for me to get paid. And I was like, this sucks. I don't know that I want to work with these companies anymore. But recently, the opportunity come up with Keith there, who owns USA Home Inspectors. He wanted to go fishing with me. And I tell him what I tell everybody, that I'm not a guide. I'm not licensed. I'm not insured. I don't have any interest in being a fishing guide. But he wanted to, sponsor a video through his company. And so what we came up with, the suggestion that we decided on was, I have a friend, Mark Naraki, excellent fishing guide here in East Tennessee. He runs Deuces Wild Fishing Charters. He is a U.S. Coast Guard captain there that's required to be a guide here in East Tennessee. He's got his guide license. He's insured. I said, if you want to book a trip with him and you're offering me the amount that he offered me to sponsor that video, I'll gladly hop on the boat with you and spend a day fishing with you. So we went out there last Wednesday and fished together and hung out, and it was a great day. It was a great thing. Now, I don't know that I want to open that up to, random people. It is a tax write-off. If a company or, an individual person, small business, another YouTuber, whatever, if they sponsor a video through me and I plug your channel, even on these super chats, if I'm giving you a shout out and plugging you, that's advertisement. We got a live audience right now of 700 people. This video, once the replays start, it'll get 10 to 20,000 views minimum. That's advertisement. So you can totally use that as a tax write-off. But as far as me setting a price for, sponsoring a video, it's kind of like, what do I set myself at? I know what Manscaped paid me. I know what Bravo Sierra paid me. And I know what USA Home Inspectors paid me. But what is it worth? What is it? Because I feel like if I opened it up to just anybody, it would probably be a lot of smaller YouTubers that would take me up on it. And I don't want to price gouge them, but at the same time, I don't want to shortchange myself. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. That's a long answer there, but I'm on the fence about it. Anyway, thank you for your interest in it, though. I do appreciate that. We'll we'll try this again sometime. We'll circle back to this in the future probably. There's Terry fishing the family tradition. Says, I was a nurse for 25 years in the ER on nights, and there's no way I could go back. My wife is still a nurse and is ready to leave it. Yeah, man. 25 years in the ER, it's a long time. And you know, too, I'll tell you this about the ER, and you know this, Terry, it's a young person's game. You know, it's working 12-hour shifts where you're on your feet a full 12 hours. It's tough. You know, when I first got out of school, it wasn't a big deal, but you know, travel nursing, I would get a block schedule, put in my contracts where I would do 6 on, 8 off. That way I could come home every other week, keep my expenses down. And honestly, that's how I was able to keep this channel going while I've been working the past few years, as I was able to film enough content on my weeks off and home to be able to keep things scheduled, keep it rolling, where I had consistent content coming out. But you know, them 6 12-hour shifts in a row, as I've gotten a little older, they wasn't as easy to do as what they was a few years prior. So I can't imagine being 10 years older and still doing that routine. It would be very difficult. I got friends who do it though. I got friends who do. My hat's off to them. I'm gonna do this YouTube thing as long as I can. My wife, Hoosiers Catfish and Excursions, says my wife's an RN. It does take a lot out of her. We're on our honeymoon in Gatlinburg right now. Oh man, Hoosier. I just went on a rant about Gatlinburg earlier in the stream. I hope you've seen it. If you didn't, let me just recap for you. Gatlinburg sucks. I was up there over the weekend. It's nothing but long lines and waits. Anna Keister, we waited forever to go up there. We get up to the top of their thing. A lot of stuff was closed. Same with Ober. We couldn't even play putt-putt at Ober. It was closed because it had rained after we waited forever to get up there. Then we had to wait almost an hour to get on that mountain coaster thing. I hope your Gatlinburg honeymoon goes better than my weekend did. City of Gatlinburg will never sponsor a video from me, y'all. They'll never do it. Oh, Becca's still there in the house. Thank you, Becca. Trevor Dorsett says I'm his favorite YouTuber ever. Thank you, Trevor. Fred says I'm living the dream. Thank you, Fred. That's the truth. I am. Luke Sam Rayburn says if you don't enjoy what you do, you better rethink your career. Yeah, that's the truth. You know, it happened with me. It happens with a lot of people. We do something. We go to school. We learn a trade. We get the job and we realize it ain't what we thought it was going to be. But then you got student loans. Then you got bills. You got real life. And you kind of get trapped in that job that you don't like. And it's hard to start over again. And so I know, believe me, I realize how fortunate I am that this YouTube thing has turned into a job for me. I'm very fortunate. I'm very grateful for it. Boy, I'm missing some more super chats here. Let me scroll on down here. We got some more money coming in. Like the money, of course. Greg, Mid-Tennessee, $10. Thank you so much, Greg. He says, hi, Justin. I'd give you more money, but you inspired me to buy an Old Town Sportsman PDL. Keep on catching, and I'll keep watching. Hey, man. Hey, thanks for that super chat. I think you're going to like that Old Town Sportsman PDL. I really like mine. I got the big water version. And I really like it, man. It's comfortable for me to pedal, and it's a great kayak. If YouTube ended for me and I just went back to fishing, just normal fishing without all the camera stuff and having to carry all the extra gear, I'd sell the Hobie and ditch the motor, and I'd be fishing out of my Old Town pedal kayak exclusively right now. So I think you're going to like it. Thank you for that super chat. Let's see, we got Daryl Hebron back with another $5. He says, I own On Time Transport, LLC. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. My name is my email at Gmail. Okay, Daryl. I'll reach out to you. I'll send you an email there. Absolutely, yeah. If it's, I mean, if you're willing, and if it's, you know, at least with you owning your business, it's a tax write-off for you. Yeah, we'll see if we can work something out. Thank you, Daryl. I'll be in touch. Becca's saying, at Brandon Flick, prayers for a successful delivery and hearts that are going to be and already filled with love. Brandon, I've missed your comment somewhere there, but whatever it is, I second Becca on that. Absolutely. Cody Yak Fishing says, hats off to nurses, doctors, and surgeons. My life was saved by them. 32 years post-liver transplant. That's awesome, Cody. Cody's a success story. And he's getting him a new kayak. K&K, Callie's back. $25. Good golly, Callie's loaded me up tonight, y'all. Says, I'm a volunteer firefighter, first responder. There's a lot that happens in a short amount of time on calls. Been to a major house fire and major medical in the last 6 months. It's not easy and not everyone can do it. That's the truth, Kelly. Boy, did we finally have another rod getting hit back here? I thought something tapped me. Maybe I'm imagining things. But yeah, Callie's absolutely right. Shout out to all the firefighters, first responders, police. You know, they're rolling up on some bad situations. We see it in the ER, but, you know, they're bringing it to us. So shout out to all those people. Hoosier Catfish says, that line at Anakeesta was nuts this weekend. The traffic is overwhelming. Oh, yeah, I didn't even mention the traffic on my rant. Good gosh. We stayed, Hoosier, we stayed down in Sevierville at the Holiday Inn, which mileage-wise is a short distance from Gatlinburg. And it still took us an hour to get up there. And then you got to pay to park, and then you got to walk. Gatlinburg ain't for me. I'll tell you that. Fly fishing ain't for me, and Gatlinburg ain't for me. Fred got married 28 years ago in Gatlinburg. Best day of his life. Well, congratulations on that, man. I'm glad your marriage is still going strong. William Clarius says, Justin, how many kayaks do you own? I currently have 2 right now. I got a Hobie Pro Angler and an Old Town Big Water. Hoosier said he's going to Fort Loudon tomorrow. Good luck, buddy. Hope you get a big fish. That'd be a heck of a wedding present. Eric Martine. I may be saying it wrong, Eric. I'm sorry. He says, like Tori, first time caught you on a live stream. Keep up the great work. Well, hey, glad to have you. Tim Gossett says, does Becca have a YouTube channel? Yes, she does. Becca Mudtramp. Check her out there on YouTube. She's got some videos, and she's big time in the catfishing community. She moderates for me. She moderates for a lot of people. So Becca's wonderful. I definitely recommend checking her out and subscribing to her channel. That. Oh, there's Terry. Says Brandon is watching while his wife is in labor. Wow. Man, okay. Well, congrats in advance on that, Brandon. Brandon's about to be a dad. Boy. Brandon, he's about to have a lot less free time, y'all. He ain't gonna be doing near as much fishing here once this baby pops out. But congrats in advance, buddy. That's awesome. We got... There's Hoosier. So we've been taking the trolley from our resort to and from Gatlinburg. You know, I saw the sign up there for the trolley, and I've never taken it. I think we could take the trolley for free there if you park at the visitor center, but we didn't do that. We probably should have. It'd have been a less hassle than trying to find parking up there. Kenny says, let's see the new hat. There it is, buddy. Kayak Catfish hat. Fits my head good, looks good. Daniel did a good job. Daniel with Catfish Sumo. I ain't plugged him tonight. I need to. Did an awesome job getting these hats. He's selling them for me on his site. That way he does the shipping and all that and the payment processing. That's a big help to me. Saves me a lot of time. Daniel's excellent. So catfishsumo.com, code word kayak, get you 10% off your order and free shipping. And you know, Daniel, man, Catfish Sumo, they've been really good to me. They're sponsoring. I use their rods here. We're sponsored, business partner, whatever you want to call it. I'm real fortunate to be working with him this year, and going to be working with him next year. We got some big things in the works. We got Kelly Smith, $4.99, says, here, fishy, fishy. Thank you for that, Kelly. Yeah, we've had some downtime here between fish. I got for those of you just tuning in, got a big blue pretty early into the stream. A really nice blue cat. And then we got a smaller flathead, probably 30 minutes or so after that. And then it's just been a dink tap here and there since then. For those of you who's tuned in late, I know the title of this thing says bank fishing. And the goal coming out here tonight was to do some bank fishing. Unfortunately, where I set up at on the bank, cell phone service was abysmal. And it wasn't going to happen. So I've had to come out in the kayak further out in this creek where I have better service. And so, unfortunately, can't do any bank fishing out here where I'm at, and can't set up how I would ideally like to set up on this creek. But we still got a big fish, and we got that full moon up in the sky. I hate the full moon, but still got a big fish out here on it. So it's a good night for me regardless. If we catch more fish, great. If not, I'm gonna sit here and chat with you all for another hour or so. If some fish work through, we may stay longer, but if we don't get another bite here before 11 o'clock, I'll probably wrap this up about 11. But nevertheless, I'm enjoying chatting with you all tonight. Don't seem to be, no matter what hour of the day I go live, it seems like I have an audience willing to jump in this chat box with me. So I'm glad y'all are here. Mark Bell says, Justin, you have to let us know ahead of time when you're going to fish so we can come. Where'd it go? Uh-oh. I was in the middle of deleting it or reading it, and Becca deleted it, so it must have been something bad. There's Becca down there. Says, fishies, fishies, let's see some action. Fishies, fishies, for complete satisfaction. Mr. Justin will make you all stars, so come and see YouTube celebrities y'all can be. Becca, every time I mess up your cheers, I'm terrible at reading them. I'd have never made it in the cheerleading world. Christopher Arredondo says, good luck. Thank you, sir. There's Terry says, Ray Lynn, my granddaughter is going to need a hat to go with her hoodie. Maybe I could make a trip to get them signed. You know, I've had several people now, since I made that post earlier, ask for a signed hat. So I think probably what I can do, I'm going to try to go back down to Nickajack soon and fish with Daniel again. And probably what I can do is while I'm there, when I see him again, is sign a bunch of those hats. And then maybe he can make a separate thing on the website there for whoever wants a regular hat to wear or who wants one to sign or you know, whatever. But I'll try to sign some, and whenever I see him again, that way they'll have the option for those of you who want that kind of thing. Kylie Bear, I love that name, Kylie. Says, I'll buy one of them signed hats. Thank you. Jake Worthley, I'm sorry, Jake, I've butchered your name. Says, I'm not in healthcare, but my girl is. She winds down to TV shows. I wind down to kayak catfish. I missed you while you were gone forever, but glad to see you're back. Well, thank you, Jake. Glad you make me part of your day. Juan Miguel says, just good night. Love your videos as always. We'll be getting the hat and join the membership very soon. Well, thank you, Juan. Glad to have you tonight. Jeff Duvall says, does Daniel have any hoodies of yours? He doesn't, but there's a link down in the description to my merchandise site. And hoodies are available there. I'm wearing a hoodie tonight, actually. Hold on, y'all. I gotta wipe my nose off again. It's really starting to get chilly out here now. The later we get on into the evening, I don't know if you can see it on camera. I can kind of see my breath here at times in the light. I don't think it's gonna be too terribly cold. It's gonna be in the 40s tonight, but getting a little chilly now. B Med says, I won my first kayak tournament in Kansas 1 year ago, watching your vids, and now the children have taken over. A countdown is going until they are in the yaks with me. Well, hey, congrats on that tournament win, man. That's awesome. Thanks for watching the videos. Swak Fishing says, it being dark and reading the comments, I'd be afraid a dang snake would be crawling in the kayak. I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't care how cold it is. If a snake crawls in this thing, I'm going swimming. I don't do snakes. Cisco Tamanez says, can you pan around to see your setup? Yeah, man. So we got the motor up front there. We got 2 rod holders here in the front. This PVC pipe, that's my live stream mount. If I catch a big fish, I'll put my camera on that. That's my light right there set up for showing these night videos here at night. And then behind me, we've got rear rod holders, and back here, I've got my cooler. I've got a bunch of gear for the bank. I had my chair, my jacket, you know, a bunch of stuff set up for the bank fishing video tonight that unfortunately we couldn't do because AT&T don't want me doing live streams from this particular bank. But yeah, man, that's the setup. Thomas Garcia says, how's your dog? Apparently Thomas ain't been here in over a month. Where the hell you been, Thomas? Michael Barron says there's going to be some more. Just watch, a big one's coming. I hope you're right, man. I hope so. It could happen any given moment. I'd be more confident if we were farther back in that creek, or we could take advantage of fish working anywhere inside this creek. But it is what it is. We done got a big one tonight. Cody Stott says, what are the names of the black and gold reels you use? I use Daiwa Seagate. I have the size 35 size. God Soldier says, I didn't know you were a night owl. I'm really not, but I've had some requests to do some night videos, and I can't put out night videos in the regular edited videos because they just don't perform well. I don't get as many views. But I thought I'll come out here, do a live stream. I got more people's supposedly online in the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. hours. So I thought, well, we'll go out here, we'll do a live stream at night and see how it goes. So far, it's went pretty well. Been a lot of people in here tonight. Got a super chat from River Attic, another $1.99. Says, have you ever been ice fishing? I have not. If it's so cold that the water's froze over, it's too cold for me, River Addict. I don't know if I could get into that ice fishing or not. Leaf Fam FTO says, do you always catch fish every time you go? I do not. No, I have bad days. I have skunk days like everybody else. I don't generally show, I'm not going to film a skunk video unless it happens live. I'm not going to post a skunk video because that's just not good for business. Nobody wants to watch a skunk video. And, you know, when you're posting videos on YouTube, the goal is to get views. And when you get those views, you ideally want to turn those viewers into subscribers. And so if you're posting skunk videos, ain't nobody going to subscribe to your channel. So I don't post them, but they happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. People get skunked. The best fishermen get skunked. Adam Hollingsworth, we watching me live on TV and commenting on his phone. That's awesome. I'm getting double the views from Adam. Hunter Kilgore says, how cold is the water temps where you are? 60, the surface temps right now is 67. I think it was actually 69 when I started. We're cooling off here. right now it's still warm during the day here in East Tennessee, been in the 70s, but our nighttime temps are getting down in the 40s, and so our water temps are cooling off fast. Oh, there's Mark Bell talking to Becca. Yeah, probably some confusion there. That happens sometimes, you know, people get their comments removed and stuff over things getting misunderstood. It's an easy fix when it happens. Well, I missed some more there. Where'd it go? Oh, crap. I got a low battery thing here. What's going on? I got a low battery. Let me fiddle with my... Hold on. There it goes. Apparently, God, you know, the technical problems tonight, y'all. I've lost my microphone transmitter. I don't know where the hell it's at. I ain't got no cell phone service back here to go live where I wanted to. And now my dumb ass, I've been sitting here live for 165 minutes apparently, and didn't have my phone plugged in to my external battery pack. Run my battery down, but we plugged in now though. So anyway, back to it. Technical problems tonight. Hey, Chris Groff's in the house. He says, I can't tell where you are when it's dark out. That's part of the master plan, Chris. I'm on Melton Hill tonight, buddy. We out here on Melton Hill trying to make it happen. Done got a big one. I'd hope to get a few more big ones, but so far it's been one big blue and a flathead. We were talking about nurses earlier. Chris Groff's a nurse. He works cath lab. He's a travel nurse too. He lives here in East Tennessee. Curtis Large, so he can see his breath in Ohio, probably 40-something there, yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to start getting cold. Cheryl Lynn Johnson says, love these videos. Thank you, Cheryl Lynn. Christopher wants to know what I'm using for bait. We've got skipjack for bait tonight on all 4 rods. There's EB Fishing in the house. 40 Hoosier says, love your videos. Got my son an ugly stick medium heavy for his first catfish rod. Hoping it holds up to those big blues. I hope it does. I hope he catches some big blues with it. He'll have a fun time. Those rods are really good. I used them for a long time. Lord, y'all hear that? That's a gunshot. 10 o'clock at night, they're shooting at me out here. Z Deckard says, how late you going to fish? Probably going to fish till 11 unless we start getting bit, and then I'll stay out a little longer. Hey, speaking of fishing, let me ask you all this. I got 600 people still in the chat here. So, the other day, or a week or so back, I went live, ultralight video, caught a bunch of fish, but my camera, the autofocus, kept going in and out. It was a real hassle. Unfortunately, I cannot turn the autofocus off until Apple comes out with the next update. Not while YouTube is accessing my camera anyway. So today I went out and I was catching skipjack and just catching them one after another after another. And I thought, you know, if I was live right now, that'd make for a pretty good live stream catching these fish. But we're going to have the autofocus going in and out. So you all watching tonight, you all like my live streams. You're here, obviously. If I get on a good skipjack bite, do you all have any interest in me just impromptu, randomly going live? It'd be in morning hours when I'd be doing it. And dealing with the autofocus. Y'all tell me. If you want me to, great. If not, that's okay too. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings by telling me no. The whole ultralight live stream was kind of an experiment. We got a lot of people saying yes. I rigged me up a mount that during the ultralight live stream that I could use while skipjack fishing too. That puts my phone out here in front of my face so that you all are seeing what I'm casting to, but I can still read the comments as they're coming in. And so I was thinking about that out there today. I was like, yeah, you know, I could do it, but, you know, I didn't know. But it looks like I got a lot of people saying yes, so we'll probably do that at some point. I got a whole cooler full of skipjack right now that we clearly haven't used tonight. So won't be needing any bait, won't be needing it tomorrow, and I think it's going to rain Thursday, but we might do that here soon. If I get on a good skipjack bite, well, I'll just go live. It'll be impromptu. It won't be something scheduled like this live stream. It'll just be me getting on a good bite, turn the camera on, and you know, if you got your notifications on, you should get an email about it. But we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. Looks like we got more people saying yes to it. I ain't seen anybody say no. So yeah, we'll try it out here at some point soon. The skipjack are biting pretty good right now. There's 40 Hoosier with $5. Thank you, 40 Hoosier. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate everybody that's super chatted me tonight. Y'all have loaded me up. I got people up here in these houses probably hearing me talk because the voice carries out here on the water. And it especially carries at night when it's quiet out here. They've probably heard everything thinking I'm crazy out here talking to myself with this light going down. Lord almighty, look right here, y'all. We got a big log that snuck up on me. Let me send this thing on out here. Push that thing on out. I don't know where it come from. Come out of nowhere there. They ain't got no current out here. Let's see. Mike Thompson says, hey, Justin, I'm a huge fan. Love your content. Have you ever done any catfishing on the Missouri or Mississippi? Shout out from St. Louis. I have not. I'll probably make it out there at some point, but I haven't yet. Hoosier Catfish said, I would like seeing that, but I wouldn't want my bait spots being burned up if it was me. Yeah, that's one of the problems with doing bait videos is people pound those spots. But the nice thing right now is with the skipjack is they're everywhere right now. They're buffing main channel, they're buffing in the creeks, and so they're so widespread right now and so easy to catch that I wouldn't really be burning anything. Billy Hamilton says it's 65 where he's at. I don't know where you're at, Billy, but I wish it was 65 here right now. Muzzy Loader Camp says, I like all your live streams more in it for the interaction. Yeah, these live streams are a lot more personal. You know, we kind of get to know each other and get to chat. And it's especially good. Well, it's good for me for two things. One, obviously, I don't have to edit when I get home, so it saves me a lot of time. The other thing that's nice is when there's downtime, like, you know, I haven't had a bite here in an hour or so. I'm not sitting here twiddling my thumbs or playing Candy Crush. I'm getting to interact and hang out with you all. So I kind of like the live streams from that aspect. I'm always worried I'm going to say something stupid. Kelly Smith 499 wants a bait check. All right, let's check our baits. Let me put the camera here in the chest. We may have gotten robbed or something. If I got hit and didn't notice. That bait there still looks good. Let's send it back down. I ain't gonna check the front pieces, the head baits, because I know they ain't got ripped off. I can see them while I'm talking to the camera. My back rods are the ones that I can't keep my eyes on. I haven't felt anything get hit in a little while. Sometimes that trolling motor moving me around in this slack water can make me not be able to feel bites. Let's check this one now. Yeah, guys, for those of you tuned in late, it's been a slow bite. I'm on Melton Hill tonight, which isn't a catfish body of water, not for blues anyway. A lot of channel cats in here, which I'm surprised we haven't been eaten up with. Yeah, that bait's still looking good too. But there are some big blues and big flatheads in here. They're just not here in as good a numbers, but in the fall, a lot of them cats, blues and flatheads, move into the creeks, and so I'm in the mouth of a creek right now. I'd hope to fish in the back of it, or toward the back of it, where there's like a little choke point from the bank, and unfortunately cell phone service wouldn't allow, but we've got one big blue out here tonight that happened to find my bait and a small flathead, so it's been a good night for me regardless. Just anytime I get a big fish, it's a good night. I don't care if that's the only bite I get. I was hoping to get more. I was wanting some action tonight, but a big blue on a full moon, I'll take it. Yeah, there's John Partridge saying slow bite. Think it's the moon. Absolutely, yeah. I never do good on a full moon, but I wanted to fish tonight, so we fishing. Fishing. There's Terry says, I didn't get to watch the last couple lives due to being on vacation, but I'll watch them regardless of camera problems. I appreciate that, Terry. It's the autofocus thing was so frustrating, and Apple, why you can't turn it off on the new iPhone is stupid. They're supposedly in the beta version of the new update that's coming out, you can, but right now you can't unless you just like touch the screen and hold it down while you're about to take a picture. But when YouTube is accessing your camera while you're live, that feature doesn't work. So when I would be reeling in fish on the ultralight live stream, every time my rod would come in front of the camera, the autofocus was zooming in and out. It was driving me insane. But we'll try the skipjack fishing here soon. Let's see, we got somebody asking about the fly fishing. Yeah, I already addressed, I went on a real long speech about that earlier in the stream there. I ain't gonna go over that again at this point, but yeah, the fly fishing didn't go well. Y'all ain't gonna be seeing no fly fishing videos for me again. It's just I don't know, I may end up giving it another shot again someday, but I didn't enjoy it as much as what I thought I was going to. Hybrid says, do you ever fish in Alabama? I have, but it ain't a place I go to regularly. I need to. A lot of good fishing down there. Dale says, watch out for them killer sneaky logs. I'm telling you, man, that was a big log. If one of these bass boaters hit that running down the river at 70 miles an hour, it'd knock their lower unit off. Sandra says, love any live streams. Yeah, Sandra is one of my big fans. And that's one of the nice things about these live streams is, you know, I get to interact with people like Sandra and so many of the other viewers out there that are just positive. You know, Sandra, Becca, Billy Hamilton, Callie, Riley Taylor, they're financially supportive of this channel, but they're also just so positive. They're just such positive people. And that's who I want to interact with on YouTube is positive people. The world's full of negativity. When I post regular videos, I mean, hell, I've had to get a moderator to go through my chat or my comment box before I see the comments because it's so damn negative. I have to take all the people out. And so these live streams are overwhelmingly positive. And so that's another thing I really appreciate about these streams. Billy says he's 46 miles from Des Moines, Iowa, and it's 65 degrees there. I'll be damned. I would have thought it'd be colder up there. Blackburn catfishing in the house. Andrew Lopez says, how's it been going full-time YouTube financially? No major details. Been going well, Andres. I mean, I make more money at this than what I was doing at my regular job. So, and I certainly like fishing a whole lot more than my regular job. So it's going well now. I went full-time in the spring, which is kind of peak time for fishing channels. So spring and summer, I did really well. After Labor Day, views decline. So my monthly ad revenue is going down the toilet very quickly, but I kind of planned for that in advance. I knew that was going to happen. So you saw me cranking out content 5 days a week during spring and summer when business was booming. That way I could sock money away and prepare for the slower months that we're going into now. So now I'm kind of cutting back on content. We'll still have 5 videos this week, but starting next week, it's probably going to be 1 or 2 live streams and maybe 1 regular video until spring, until about March. Steve says, Justin, when you going back to Florida? Miss the tail walk. Man, I hope so. I hope to go back down there at some point in the future because that sailfish is still the best catch of my life. I had so much fun on that trip. Frontline Flathead says, any fish so far? Yeah, man, we got a small flathead and a big blue. Curtis Large says, how did you change your sinkers, being that you planned on bank fishing? So normally when I'm suspending baits, I like heavy sinkers. I use 8-ounce egg sinkers. Now, when I'm fishing from the bank and I'm casting my baits out, I clearly don't need those heavy weights. So I put on some 3-ounce no rolls. And I'm using the Catfish Sumo sinkers there with the inserts to protect the line. So I'd put those on tonight prior to coming out here, thinking I was going to be bank fishing. And so it's a little bit slower sink rate as I'm dropping my baits down, suspending them now with those 3 ounces versus the normal 8s. Adam Hollinsworth says, do you follow any sports other than UT? Big NFL football fan. That's my primary TV viewing time right now. And my girlfriend forces me to watch a lot of Dodgers baseball. Trevor Dorsett says, do you think you could stand up and throw a net on the Old Town Autopilot 120? Yeah, absolutely. I had the 136 model, and it's the most stable kayak I've ever been in. And the 120 will be a little less stable than the 136, but it'll still be plenty stable enough for you to throw a cast net. Blackburn Catfishing says, it's cold up there in eastern Kentucky. It's getting colder down here in East Tennessee, buddy. Sandra's down there in Florida. She says it's 73 there. Terry Clark says, don't let the negative people bother you. Thank you, Terry. Philip Holland says, Justin, I know you want to pack as light as possible, but Home Depot sells a wireless signal booster. I'll check that out. Thanks. Thanks, Philip. I had looked into some cell phone boosters, and from what I could see, they have an internal and external antenna, and you got to do some wiring. Even the RV ones that have a 12-volt plug-in, you still got to have distance between the internal antennas. And I was like, I'm in a kayak. There's no way I'm going to be able to space them appropriately to be able to get a good cell phone signal. But if there's a wireless option, that would be great. I'll check that out. I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you for that. Daniel Mosley says, what do you do for work besides fishing? This is all I do now, man. This is all I do. Mark Hinman said, would it still be worth putting out 4 to 5 videos a week, even with views being down seasonally, just due to more videos equaling more views? No, not really, Mark. It's not, because aside from the views dropping, when people are actively searching fishing content, YouTube puts the higher ad rates on there because people are actively searching that. They're more inclined to watch. So those videos are worth more in ad revenue. When you get into this time of year, you get some really low ad rates. So not only are you getting less views, but you also make less on those views. And so you kind of get double whammy. And, you know, in previous years, I've just kept grinding it out, putting out the content during the fall and winter months because they lead you to believe that you have to. You know, there's that fear of, oh, if I miss an upload, if I miss a week, I miss a month, my channel's going to be hurt. You know, it's going to hurt your channel. And I'm at a point now, I've got such a core audience. I've got such a good following, a good group of people. I don't really care if my channel gets hurt. I've got more subscribers now than what I ever thought was possible. So, you know, if it hurts my overall subscriber number, so be it. But, you know, spring and summer rolls back around, I'll start cranking out the content again, and it'll get watched just because people will be searching for it. So, but no, right now, to answer your question, no, it's not really worthwhile. I spent so many hours these last couple of weeks putting out the videos that have just bombed. And like yesterday. You know, that video yesterday, I think it got 12,000 views in the first 24 hours. And you know, it's just not worthwhile at this point. There's Billy Hamilton, $300. Billy, man, you already hit me up once. Thank you for that. He says, as about 1 a.m. CST, it'll be Central Time, it'll be low 50s. I'll be gone before then, Billy. I promise you that. But thank you for that super chat. That was very nice of you, Billy. Billy always loads me up, man. Billy's a huge, Billy's the reason why that I'm able to keep doing this in the fall and winter. Him and Becca and Sandra and all you all people out there donating tonight. I mean, right here, you know, this is a prime example of why I have no desire to put out regular videos in the fall and winter. I've made more tonight on Super Chats just hanging out with you all than what the last 2 or 3 weeks of regular videos is going to make, you know, and don't cost me any time. I don't have to edit. So thank you so much, Billy. Nikki says, will ads pick up and be worth it during the holidays? Ad rates do pick up during the holidays, Nikki, especially around November and December because of all the Black Friday and Christmas companies, you know, putting out ads and stuff for that. But the views won't pick up. My views, after Labor Day, views are on a steady decline all the way down through about January, February, where they bottom out. And then about March, mid-March, when things start to warm up, you start to get an uptick, and it's like a roller coaster. You go down from September down through February, and then you turn and you start going up March through about August. And really about July, August, you peak. That's when you're going to get the most money, the most views, and then it declines back down again. That's how it's been on my channel since I started this. And so this year I just happen to be more prepared for it. There's Mike Leiter with $5. Thank you, Mike. He says, hey, a little late tonight. How's the fishing been? Been slow tonight, Mike. I've got a big blue, though. Big blue, first thing into the stream, and then I got a smaller flathead. So only 2 fish. I'm on Melton Hill tonight. But, again, got a dang nice fish tonight. There's Dalton Vanetta. Dalton, I don't know how to say your name. I'm so sorry, but he hit me up with $9.99. Thank you, Dalton. Sorry if I've butchered your name. Tom Keith with $5. Thank you, Tom. Y'all are awesome, man. Appreciate that. Neither Dalton nor Tom left a comment on there. Just supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Himendra says, you would think people would want to see fishing content when they can't go out to fish. Yeah, you know, and I'll tell you something, Himendra, if I'm saying your name right. My regular viewers will watch some in the winter months. But from a bit, and this sounds terrible talking about all this money and stuff, but a lot of you's got YouTube channels, so we'll cover it. When you're doing YouTube for money, it's not your subscribers. Outside of these super chats, your subscribers aren't going to provide enough views to get you a lot of ad revenue. And the spring and summer months, when people are actively searching fishing videos or watching a lot of fishing content, 70 to 75% of my views come from people who are not subscribed. It's just random people that it pops up on their homepage, or they're researching something fishing related. And so you get a lot of just random people watching your views, and that's where all that ad revenue comes from. I mean, 75% of it. So once those people, the casual viewer, the casual fisherman that maybe just fishes, you know, a few times a year, when they stop watching in the fall and winter, your views drop, ad rates drop, and the money's just, it's gone. And so, you know, you either, if you're doing YouTube full time as a fisherman, you either got to plan for it and try to make your money in the spring and summer, treat it like a seasonal job, or you got to supplement through either private sponsorships, affiliate links, do these live streams, you know, whatever. So I'm very fortunate to have a very generous live stream audience who have once again loaded me up out here tonight. You all are just awesome. Chris Wall has a good question. He says, hey, Justin, just curious, when will you transition to using cut shad more than skipjack? Probably December-ish, January. Typically when our water temps get in the low 50s and lower, Shad becomes a lot better bait here. And it usually takes till about late December to get down to that point. Unlimited Outdoors Midwest says, I've been making non-edited videos and I'm needing some help. How or what is the best editing tools for my channel? I'm probably the wrong person to ask. I use iMovie, which is a free editing software on Apple computers. I've used that since I started. I learned how to use iMovie by watching YouTube videos, ironically. And so it's very simple and easy to use. I don't do any fancy editing, so I don't really need any of the more expensive software programs. Well, I've missed some more here. There's John Knotts, $4.99. Thank you, John. Sandra says, Justin, just get a MiFi. I don't know what that is, Sandra. Is that wireless booster thing? Melvin Yarbrough says, I'm about the only fisherman he watches. Thank you, Melvin. Brad Burton says, he'll watch anything I put out. Thank you, buddy. Nikki's still in the house. William Clarius says, the weather was great for the kids' event over the weekend. That's awesome. I'm glad the weather worked out for them. Hey, there's Callie back with $15. Thank you, Callie. Says, I'm with you on winter videos. My videos will drop way down once the ice sets in. I'm only 5 feet tall, 100 pounds. Sitting on the ice is not something I enjoy. I switched to bowling for winter. I'm telling you, Callie, me and you've talked about this. I ain't into that cold weather. I'll get out and do it on the afternoon, sunny days, but if it got down here North Dakota temps like Callie deals with, I'd be done fishing with for the entire winter. Hey, there's that Hemindra. I'm sorry, I got the name right. Awesome. $10. Thank you for that. It says, also, I get pretty scared when trying to fish at night. Pretty creepy, especially with the fog. Yeah, when that fog sets in, and it will be foggy tonight as the temperature cools. This morning when I went out skipjack fishing, it was foggy till, gosh, 8:30, 9 o'clock this morning. But yeah, it does get a little creepy. My big thing with a lot of the places I fish is I use a lot of kind of sketchy backwoods places to launch. I didn't tonight. I'm at a boat ramp that's well lit. But some places I put in coming back at night can be a little sketchy. I don't want to have to pull out the you-know-what on people, but I'm willing if I have to. But hope it never comes to that at some of these sketchy places I launch at. Hey, there's Jake Worthley with $19.99. Thank you, Jake. Didn't leave a comment. I appreciate that super chat, though, man. There's Chits and Giggles. That's an awesome name. Chits and Giggles Outdoors. He says, same here, 75% of views come from non-subscribers. Yeah, that seems to be most, if your channel's healthy and growing, most of your views are going to come from non-subscribers. Now, as we transition on into fall and winter, it kind of flip-flops a little bit. You'll start getting, at least on my channel anyway, it'll start going 60-40, 50-50 subscriber, non-subscriber, just from, the lack of people searching content, fishing content. Melvin says, when will you do a video shopping for supplies? You all don't want to watch me going shopping. I can promise you that. Hey, there's Jake. He's got a comment here. He says, kids have been asking what their first catfish rod and reel combo should be. Care to share? Well, you got a lot of options out there, Jake. Now, full disclosure, I'm working with Catfish Sumo, so I'm using Catfish Sumo rods. So the businessman in me says, well, buy Catfish Sumo rods. But, if you're on a budget, the ugly stick rods that I used forever, they used to be $27.99. I think they're about $40 now. I use those rods almost 20 years and never had problems with them. And they're a cheap option for you there. As far as reels, I would recommend you spend more money, get a better quality reel than rods. Because your reels, there's all these catfishing rods, and again, I love these Catfish Sumo rods. but they're good quality. Your reels is where if you buy a cheap reel that's going to wear out, or the drag's going to mess up, or all that, it's your money's better spent on reels. Now, as far as what reels, Catfish Sumo makes a good reel. I like these Daiwa reels that probably wouldn't be the best thing for children, just because of their size and the non-level wind. Abu Garcia makes good reels. Again, if you're on a budget, a good budget option is the Okuma Classic. They're kind of a workhorse reels. They're not great at anything, but they're not really bad at anything either. So they're like $30 if you can find them in this pandemic that we're in with short supplies and everything. So hopefully that'll give you a few options there. Hopefully answer your question there, and I appreciate the super chat, man. We got Tom Keith, $5. Thank you, Tom. Tom, listen at me. I'm fumbling my words. I can't even say Tom correctly. But Tom Keith, $5. He says, my 4-year-old grandson is the one who got me started watching you. Well, hey, shout out to your grandson there. I'm glad he got you turned on to my videos. I'm glad to have you, man. Ted says, too many haters. That's why I watch you, Justin. You tell it like it is. If you don't, you kick them off. You got that right. When it comes to my audience, I'm looking for quality over quantity. It's a pretty cool thing seeing your subscriber count grow. I got that award plaque there from YouTube for the 100,000 subscribers. But the fact is, these subscribers, they don't watch. I mean, you all watch, obviously, but of my 120 some odd thousand subscribers I have, I got about 8,000 to 10,000 people that watch semi-regularly, and then probably 1,000 to 2,000 that I can count on to watch all the time. So those other people, they were just people that watched one video and said, okay, this is cool, subscribed, and they never come back. Or people who was into fishing for a little while, maybe they subscribed and then they got out of it. So I don't put a lot of emphasis on growing that subscriber number. You never hear me come on here and say, subscribe to my channel or anything like that. I don't care. If people want to watch and subscribe, they're going to. If not, then they'll move on to other things. But I'm going to focus on the people who want to be here. And if they don't want to be here, if they're going to be negative and say mean things and all that, I'll kick their ass out. I ain't got no problem with it. We all positive on here. Ain't no negative Nancy's allowed. Boy, we got a bunch of comments. We still got 556 people in this thing at 10:45 at night. Uh-oh. Steven Stennett got hidden by Sandra. He gone. Speaking of people that are gone, he gone. I don't know what he said, but he clearly crossed Sandra. You don't cross Sandra on here. You don't cross Becca. You don't cross my moderators. Hoosier says, me and River Certified are the only two kayak catfishing YouTubers he watches religiously. Love the content. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, Spencer's had a hell of a run. His channel's really blowing up, too. I'm happy for him. He's doing real good things up there. Mark Hinman said, do you still break out the custom-made catfish rod you bought? I didn't buy. I won it in a tournament, but I didn't buy one. But no, I don't ever use it. I'm just catfish sumo rods only now. Speaking of Catfish Sumo, again, if you tuned in late, code word kayak at catfishsumo.com. Get you 10% off your orders. Also, the kayak catfish hats are now available on catfishsumo.com too. So there's Daniel's plug for the hour. Corey Fresnelli says, hey, Justin, how's the Tennessee River King doing this evening? I'm actually on the Clinch today, actually Melton Hill Reservoir, Melton Hill Lake of the Clinch River. But I got a big blue earlier and a small flathead, so my night's made regardless. Dominic says, have you ever heard of a Unispin rod and reel? I have not. Never heard of that. Jordan Melton said, just went out for skips for the first time today. Couldn't get one to stay on the hook. Got a couple nice ones right to my hands. Couldn't get a bite on the double prong spoon. Any advice on keeping them on? Just good luck, man. Them things, you probably seen it today. They come flying up out of the air, shaking their head. We call them Tennessee tarpon for that reason. So you lose a lot of them. I lose about half as many as I catch, actually. They end up spitting the hook on me. Sorry, y'all, I gotta hold on. I had to wipe snot on my sleeve again there. Cold weather's getting me here. There's Becca. Yeah, she says she got no problem giving the boot. That's another reason I like Becca. She got my back in here. Eric Flowers says he gets burned out on fishing videos sometimes. Yeah, and I've heard that from people that, I've seen that a lot this summer when I was cranking out 5 videos a week. People say, you posting too much. It's, and I know a lot of those people wanted to support me. They wanted to watch the videos, but it was just too much for them. And again, I wasn't really cranking out the content for those people. I was cranking out that amount of content because, one, I was having a damn good time going fishing all the time. I'm out there filming. I might as well post it. And two, I was looking to put my videos in front of those random people that was just happened to be searching fishing content in the spring and summer months. So I totally understand people get burnt out and don't want to watch fishing videos all the time. But for the people who do, I'm here for you. Oh, whoa, we got something going on here. That line was swimming there, y'all. Something hit me. Must have just been a small dink or something. It's nice to get a bite again. I see him down there. That's what just tapped my bait right there. Anyway. Let me get back here in the chat. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any more super chats. Lord almighty, Billy Hamilton hit me up again there with... Every time I go live, man, Billy just loads me up. There's Douglas Medlin in the house. What's going on, Douglas? Sam Hilton, he says, only have about 20 more videos and I've watched your entire catalog. Wow. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, that definitely puts you in the 1 to 2,000 category of my most loyal subscribers on here. Katrina or Jeffrey Holbert says, watching you while still at work. Hey, man, thanks for making me part of the night. Adam Hollinsworth says, can't get my super chat to work right. Glad to hear you shout out Spencer on River Certified. Yeah, man, hey, don't worry about the super chat. I appreciate your interest in doing it, though. Ted says, got to get back on patrol. There's bad guys that needs to be taught or caught. You go catch them, man. Cuff them and stuff them, as old Roscoe P. Coltrane would say. Scott Harborough, what depth am I at? I'm at 44 feet right now, looks like. Scroll on down. Callie there says, did you see that River Certified resigned from his job and got licensed as a guide? He's doing guide trips now and recently went to Amazon with Tide Pick Control. No, I didn't know that. I'd met Spencer here. He come down and fished with Denny. Gosh, I guess 3 or 4 years ago now. It was a long time ago. There's videos on my channel of him and I fishing together. And I know he was hoping to get to that point at some point in time. So congrats to him. I'm glad it worked out for him. I know his channel's blown up this year. He's got a lot of subscribers, a lot of views. He's doing real good. 40 Hoosier says, what are your thoughts on quantum spinning reels? Wondering if they're a good option. I don't know that I've used quantum spinning reels. I had some bait casters that were pretty good, but I don't know that I've used the spinning reels before to be able to give you a good informed opinion on it. William Clarius said, Justin, any of those ditch pickles lately? I'm hoping to catch me some Saturday. I'm going to be fishing a bass tournament on Saturday, William. So hopefully we'll catch them. Boy, I've missed a bunch more. I've missed a bunch more comments here, y'all. It just keeps scrolling here. Dominic Hollis says he bought 9 rods, 8 reels, a bait bucket with a $30 bubble box, 2 tackle boxes, rod holders, and a fish basket, all for $200. He got a steal, folks. Dominic robbed somebody. That was a heck of a deal. Somebody was on a clearance special or something going on there. Hey, there's Hagen Grubbs fishing in the house. What's going on, Hagen? He says, hey, Justin, those new hats look great. Congrats on that nice fish you caught earlier in the stream. Well, thank you, Hagen. Thanks for stopping by. Hagen's got a great channel too, y'all. He catches a lot of good fish. There's River Addict back with $4.99. He said, that was a beauty of a blue. Got to head out and get to work. Good luck with the rest of the stream. Well, thank you, River Addict. Y'all check out River Addict there. He's up there in North Dakota catching them channel cats. Thanks for stopping by the stream tonight, River Addict. Steve Hurst says he watches all the time, doesn't miss any of the videos. So he says, lives in Hickman County. I don't even know where Hickman County's at, Steve. Z Deckard says, is this pic of you? I don't even know. I don't know what you mean by that. Douglas Medlin says he's one of them greedy watchers that can watch 7 days a week. Douglas is the kind of viewer that I like. Becky Durham in the house says she ain't missed none yet. Nikki's still here. There's Becca still here too. Telling people to hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. Lord, we got 911 thumbs ups. That's pretty awesome. Juan McGill said he's still here. Didn't know I'd stay live this long. Yeah, I'm going to stay live a few more. What time is it now? I'm going to do it till about 11. Unless we start getting bit, I'll stay out longer. But the full moon, the fact I'm on Melton Hill tonight, I didn't have high expectations, but I thought there'd be a chance I could get a good fish farther on back in this creek. And we did end up getting us one good one for sure. So it's a good night for me regardless. Big River Catfishing said, how about the mustard and golf ball throwing this weekend? It was a spectacle, wasn't it? And then we still almost ended up winning. Boy, what I wouldn't have give to beat Lane Kiffin. I'll tell you this, though. You know, we lost, but we're much improved. UT football, we're a lot better than what we have been the last few years. We're getting there. I got a lot more optimism now than what I've had. We got Daniel Smith says, what's the line weight on that you're using on your rods? I got 40-pound mono on my main line. I got 80-pound leaders. Scroll on down, boy, these comments, man. We're still scrolling here. 500 people in here. Damn near 11 o'clock at night. Douglas Medlin's going to look at another kayak, yeah. I hate that other one didn't work out for you, buddy. Seemed like a good deal. But yeah, if it was bed out in the sun and plastic was all weak and brittle and stuff, that definitely you didn't want it. Nick Perkins says he finally caught a live stream. Glad to have you here, Nick. Steve says he's west of Nashville. I may make it out there at some point. You're about 3 hours from me or more. About 3 hours for me to get to Nashville anyway. Hike and Mike says someone local give Justin a trout to use for bait. Hike and Mike's, they're going to have to, because let me tell you why. When I went and took that fly fishing class, I thought I'd probably be catching me some trout soon. But after taking that class, I was like, yeah, hell with this trout fishing. I ain't going to be doing it. So I ain't going to be catching the trout on my own. They're going to have to give them to me if I use them for bait. Trevor Martin said he jumped off. Did we ever hit 1,000 people? We did not. We hit 800 and something. Never hit 1,000. We're at 509 now still, believe it or not. Brian Posey says, it's 11 there. Yeah, I'm on Eastern time. I guess it is about 11 o'clock. Hey, there's Nick Perkins back with $4.99. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. Michael Barron says, Justin, thanks for getting a big one and saying it was for me. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Happy birthday, Michael. Y'all, again, it's Michael's 28th birthday today. He's spending it watching me here live. So, heck of a way to spend your birthday, Michael. Glad I could be a part of the celebration. Glad we could get you a big fish, actually. Justin Broussard says, what cameras do you suggest for YouTube content? You know, most people, Justin, most people like GoPros. That's the most common camera that's used for YouTube. I like the Sony action cams. I've got older model cameras. I've been using them cameras for years, flipped my kayak back in the summer, tore everything up. And so when I replaced my camera gear, I got on eBay and bought the same models that I had been using before. So they're older models, but they still work well. You can also use, right now I'm filming this on an iPhone. So, you know, lots of options out there, but there's, you know, I don't know that there's really a bad option. If you get a good quality brand, you know, that films in at least 1080, you're good to go. Let me scroll on down here. Well, I've missed a bunch. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know how many comments we've had tonight. There for a while, that chat box was just scrolling on, man. Is all I could do to keep up with the super chats, let alone all the other comments. But it's been a fun night for me. I'm sorry I've missed as many people as I've had, but I've had a dang good time interacting with you, and I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. Trevor Martin says, threadfin or gizzard shad, what's the best way to find them? I'll tell you, Trevor, my shad I get typically come from creeks, and I typically get them 1 to 3 feet deep. That's where I get my shad year-round most of the time. Now, right now in the fall, you'll see big schools. They'll be out in the main channel. They'll be in the creeks. You kind of see them everywhere right now, here in East Tennessee anyway. But a consistent way for me to get gizzard shad year-round is just go in the backwaters, throw the cast net along the shoreline. If you find some culverts and things like that, they'll be there. You make enough throws, you'll get them. But usually shallow, 1 to 3 feet deep, is where I get my shad year-round. Bay Yakin says he's never had luck with the full moon. I'm with you, man. I hate fishing the full moon. It's a full moon up there tonight. I don't know if we can pan the camera up there to see it in the sky, but yeah, it's been tough over here tonight. But I did get a big blue, so big blue on the full moon, I'll take it. Scroll on down. There's Terry says, hoping to get a kayak or ultra skiff this fall. The granddaughter wants one like mine. I think she would rather fish with me than her. Yeah, that's cool. Terry's granddaughter's a big fan of mine, y'all. Douglas is going east and west in Tennessee. He's like going north and south in Georgia. That's true. Tennessee's a long state. East to west, anyway. Ohio Fishing Extreme in the house. He says, love the channel. What kind of mic do you use? Right now, I'm using my iPhone regular built-in mic. I've made a terrible mistake out here tonight. I brought my Rode wireless mic. That's what I've been using on the live streams, Rode Wireless Go. And I have lost my transmitter for it. It's either on the creek bank that I started at, or it's in my car, one of the two. I do not know. I'm hoping it is in the car when I get back. If it's not, it's going to be a very expensive mistake that I have made tonight. Hey, Circle Hook Productions in the house. Clint Seeger, man. He caught him his new personal best. He just posted that video yesterday. Y'all check it out. Got him a huge blue. It says, how's the fishing been tonight? It's been slow, Clint. I caught a big blue first thing. I got a small flathead, and then there ain't been much else. Been a tough night. Tim Zazimski's in the house. Glad to have you, Tim. EBJ's 2007 says full moon bite is usually about 2 a.m. Yeah, I ain't gonna be out here at 2 a.m. I'll be in bed. Jordan Melton says, what weight sinker do you normally fish with? Fish river trout. I normally use 8 ounces most of the time. Sandra's still in the house. Becca's still in the house. Melvin wants to know what's my best kayak. Best kayak for me filming YouTube from is my Hobie Pro Angler. My favorite kayak to fish from right now is my Old Town Big Water. But this kayak's got more storage space. I can carry more gear. You know, the stuff that's important for YouTube, I can do better in this kayak, the Hobie Pro Angler kayak. Chris Jones, man, good night to you too. Thanks for stopping in tonight. Iron Chase has got to go to work tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in. Good night, buddy. Glad to have you. Dusty Holt says, what's your gut feeling on UT and Bama this week? I think we're going to get blown out, Dusty. I think it's going to be bad, and here's why. First off, Alabama's a lot better than us. Second thing is we're coming off a big emotional game with Lane Kiffin coming back. The stadium was rocking. I think there's going to be a little bit of an emotional letdown coming in Saturday, and I think they're going to put a whooping on us. That's what I'm afraid of. I don't know what the point spread is, but I think it's going to be a blowout. Hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be bad. Lee Henderson in the house. Glad to have you, buddy. Shippo to Wolf, he's still over there in Israel, says, you're getting popular over here in Israel. A bunch of IDF soldiers watching you from the base in the, I'm probably saying it wrong, Negev Desert. Thanks for the content and keep us going. Well, hey, thanks for watching, man. Again, you're the first person to ever give me any Israeli money, which is pretty cool. I'm always amazed at these people who watch me from all over the world. I'm glad you're enjoying the videos and stuff. Benny Proof says, you're the man, Justin. Thank you, Benny. Nick Shell says, who's your picks for the World Series? I have to pick the Dodgers because my girlfriend is a huge Dodgers fan, and if I don't say the Dodgers, I'm in big trouble when I get home. So Dodgers all the way. Trevor said, I made his son so happy shouting him out earlier, heading to bed. I'll check in the morning to see if you got a big one. Well, thank you, Trevor. I'm glad I could make his night. Leon Harris says, do you ever fish the Mississippi? I do not. Hold on, y'all. I got to wipe my nose one more time. All right, guys. What time is it here? Oh, Jerry says Bama's favored by 25. I believe it. Yeah. I think it's going to be a slaughter this weekend. But you know what? We're improving. We're on the rebuild. We've been rebuilding for about 20-plus years. Eventually, we're going to get it built, and things are going to turn around. But this weekend's going to be tough out there for old Tennessee Vols and Tennessee Vol fans. Hey, there's Philip Holland back, $5. So here's the nightcap, man. We appreciate every single bit of your footage. Don't forget to check out that wireless signal booster from Home Depot. I absolutely will. And thank you for telling me about that, Philip, and thank you for the super chat. And I tell you what, that's a good way to wrap it up right there, folks. We're 11 o'clock. Haven't had a bite here or caught a fish anyway in well over an hour. Well, I say that, and I just got hit there. I think that was a dink tap. That was one of them fish right there that just hit me. But yeah, y'all, it's been a slow night out here with the full moon. I think we'll go ahead and just wrap it up. Again, I'll change the title of this video tonight or tomorrow. I know I disappointed some people when I didn't go live from the bank. I wanted to. I tried. AT&T let me down. And why it is that a few hundred yards that way where I was going to set up on the bank, I got abysmal, just terrible phone service, but yet I can come out here at the mouth of this creek and have 4 bars is mind-blowing. Makes no damn sense, but it is what it is. We made it work out here tonight. We caught a big fish. We got to celebrate Michael Barron's birthday. We had another viewer, I forget his name. He's about to be a dad tonight. He's watching me, waiting on the birth of his child. So we've had a lot of big things happening out here tonight. So I'm happy that you all showed up and made this fun for me. I mean, hell, I'm about to end this stream at 11 o'clock. We still got 450 people watching this. Absolutely amazing. So thank you all so much. Everybody who has super chatted me, everybody who's watched, everybody who's bought the hats today. Thank you all. I appreciate you so much. And we're going to do this again soon. Tomorrow's video will be a regular video. I call it awesome. I got on an awesome flathead bite with Kayak Mike. That video will come out 10 a.m. tomorrow. Thursday, I hope to maybe go live again, but we've got some potential rain, storms. I'll have to get an updated forecast before I make a decision. If I don't go live Thursday, there'll be another regular edited video that'll come out Thursday morning. We'll do one of the two, and then I'll go live on Friday. So I'll either be live Thursday or Friday. Either way, we're going to have 5 videos this week, and this will probably be the last week of 5 videos. But anyway, again, guys, thank you so much. There's Leonard Vaughn with a $5 super chat saying, good night, Justin. Good stream. Take care. Well, thank you, Leonard. So that'll be the last one, y'all. Again, thank you to everybody. I appreciate you so much. Y'all have a good night and be safe.